this old world starts getting me down, and people are just too much for me to face. I climb way up to the top of the stair, and all my cares just drift right into space. On the roof it's peaceful as can be, and there the world below can bother me. Let me tell you now, when I come home feeling tired and weak, I go up where the air is fresh and sweet. On the roof I get away from the hustling crowd and all that rat race noise down in the street. On the roof, the only place I know where you can find
Welcome to Bennett C. Russell Stadium. It's homecoming night here at Navarre High School. It's the 250th game in Raider history, and we're bringing it here live on IrishBillSports.com. Irish Bill with Seminole Bob, and Robbie Shanks will be joining us shortly. Gator Robbie. He's a Gator.
Yeah, Gator.
Gator Robbie.
Gator Robbie. Gators were pretty popular in my picks this week.
Yeah, they were.
I
think you went with the Gators in all four of your picks.
Yeah.
Because you have the Escambia Gators. They won last night.
Did they?
They beat Fort Walton Beach, your alma mater, 26-7.
Wow.
We got the Weewalt Gators and Baker Gators playing tonight. Then we got the Florida Gators playing tomorrow.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to keep peace in your household. You know, I married a Gator. You married a Badger. I think things are going to turn out better for you than at the end of the season when Florida State plays Florida.
I think so too.
And I think it's in Gainesville, because when Miami comes to Florida, they're opposite. When Miami comes to Tallahassee, the Seminoles go to Gainesville when they play. They didn't play last year, if you remember. But anyway,
Yep.
I'm feeling it tonight, Bill. I am feeling it. We had Up on the Roof.
You like how I started tonight's show?
Oh, man, I'm feeling it.
If people are wondering why we play that song, it's an oldie 60s from the song from the Drifters. And when we started coming up to the games and doing the games Up on the Roof, we said, that's the perfect song. And so now every time that we're up on the roof, we play that song. And we're going to start doing that at the beginning of our games in case we don't get it on during the game as it's going on or later in the game. But we're up on the roof tonight. A beautiful night here in downtown Navarre. No sun. No rain clouds in the sky at all. Well, no sun in the sky right now at all either, because it is nighttime as it starts to get dark a little bit earlier.
Yes, it is. But in 4 minutes, I think that's Eastern time, at 7:53 local, that's an hour and 3 minutes from now, in the northwest part of the sky, at 10 degrees, whatever that means, somewhere above the horizon, the International Space Station will be visible on this clear night.
And also, the guy that we haven't heard much from this year, my good friend Todd, is actually checking in tonight from Sweden tonight.
Back in
Sweden. So, Todd, if you're able to get on, here's your shout out, bud. Hope everything's okay with you and the family over there in southern Sweden. And I'm sure the weather's a little bit cooler over there right now than it is here. We're up in the upper 70s, low 80s right now. A beautiful night for high school football.
It sure is. And as you see our camera pointed at the scoreboard, got about a little over 30 minutes till kickoff. I think that we'll have, Bill, the halftime festivity, or the homecoming festivities at halftime. So I'm trying to say, I got this speaker blaring in my ear.
What?
Yeah.
I can't hear you over that speaker.
Really? I thought you said you were going to give me $100. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Payable on the second Tuesday of never.
Second Tuesday of never. So
welcome, Todd. It's glad that you were able to finally connect up, and we're glad that you're following the Raiders tonight. Todd's been following most of my broadcast over the last 10 years, and all in Sweden, so it gives him a taste of home. He's originally from Oklahoma, and he was an Oklahoma fan. His dad was a Texas fan, so big Red River rivalry. Yeah, easy for you to say.
Yeah, easy.
But
a lot of people are picking Texas now. I don't see it, but
I don't see it either.
But you know what we could see? Todd could invite us. We could broadcast a Sweden friendly and the pitch in Sweden, and we could, fly over and do a broadcast or something like that. That would be fun. Sorry,
my headphone cord got tangled up, so I need a little bit more
tether
leniency in my cord.
Kind of like the dog on a chain, and you.
So we have 6-0 Mosley,
yeah,
traveling down Highway 98, across Highway 98 to Navarre. They're 6-0 on the season, having a great first year under Coach Tommy Joe Whidden, led by their quarterback having an outstanding year, Cole Horton. And on the ground, they're led up by senior running back Casey Boyd, 500 yards on the season so far through their first 6 games. And Josiah McCall, their leading receiver, with 16 catches for over 400 yards on the season. The Raiders come into this game. Kyle Chambers is finally starting to find a rhythm at the helm for the Raiders in the backfield.
He sure is. And, against Leon, was it 2 weeks ago? Gosh. It
was 2 weeks ago. I don't like Fridays off, Bob. Fridays off from my normal job, yes. But to get prepared for Friday night games.
Your wife may not like Friday nights off either, but that's beside the point. So 2 weeks ago in Leon, DeCourt had come off a big game against Tate, and we were looking for some of the same. And then what do the Raiders do? They take what the defense did. Leon put 8 in the box within 5 yards of the defensive line of scrimmage, and we threw the ball. And then later in the game, we went to the running game, and DeCourt did pick up.
Once the big Bubbas started wearing down that front 7 for Leon, it was lights over after that. The score was 24-14, but it was not as close as that score at the end. Mosley comes into this game 6-0. They beat Rutherford in week 1, 42-0. They followed up with that same score in week 2 against Bay. They take out Arnold 42-14 in week 3. Week 4, another 42 points up, this time against Lincoln, 42-14. That one surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, it did. I would say the first 3 games did not.
They go on the road to Mobile in week 5, and they take out Mobile Christian 49-0. And in week 6 last week against Choctaw, 41-14 in a big district matchup there between those two teams. And you notice one thing, and out of all those scores, they're scoring over 40 points a game. Navarre is yet to score 40 points in a game. The 35 is the most they had was in week 3 against Tate when they put up 35. So they're either going to have to tighten down the defense and hold Mosley under 40 points, or they're going to have to loosen up the playbook and put up more than 40, because this Mosley team can score at will on both through the run and the pass.
Yeah, and as I said Wednesday night at Culver's from the Irish Bill Twist on Sports, where we meet every Wednesday.
Isn't that a fun time?
Oh, yeah. I didn't have the concrete mixer this time.
I know you wanted to take a break this week, or you were just disappointed that.
No, I wanted to take a break. You were speaking of the big Bubbas. Take a look at the offensive line. Mosley.
Got some good size.
I'll swing it over to their as they're going through their motions there.
Mosley is wearing their green pants.
Yep.
With their white jerseys and green numbers, white helmet, stripe down the middle of it with a little bit of orange in there, green and orange.
Kind of like Miami Hurricanes a little bit.
Dolphins on the side. And the Raiders coming out. Looks like they're coming out and they're all black tonight, Bob. Or is that maroon? And my color blindness is.
No, it's black. I wonder if it wasn't onyx, though.
Yeah. But so the Raiders coming out and they're all black helmet with the Raider on the side. They have maroon numbers outlined in white. Right now they're warming up in the south end zone. Mosley warming up in the north end zone. And wherever you're out on the World Wide Web, thank you for tuning in once again this week on Irish Bills Sports Live on YouTube and irishbillsports.com. We'll open up our live chat here. And we got our first one checking in on Landon Summers. Checking in, saying, "Go Fins." We're an equal opportunity promoter here.
I'm an equal opportunity offender.
Thank you for checking in, Landon, into tonight's game. And they've already announced the king homecoming court. That would be Shaw Woodbury. Number 93 on your roster is number 1 in your heart.
Number 1 in your heart. I will try to work this camera here. As Greg Boozer, popular social studies teacher here.
Back up just a little bit, Bob.
She's in National Honor Society.
How's that?
Back that up a little bit.
After high school, Emily plans to major in biology. Her favorite memory from Navarre was when Mr. Fox.
Where'd the button go? There it is.
Up top.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Emily.
How's that? I am not
there
a
we
cameraman.
Go. No, you're not. That's why you're the best color analyst that I have.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're 1 of 1.
1 of 1. I'm also in last place.
Yes. But thanks again to everybody out there for logging on in tonight's game. A big matchup between Navarre and Gulf, and I want to say the Gulf Breeze, but that's down the road. They're the other Dolphins. This is the Mosley Dolphins. The series is tied at 2-2. Navarre won back in 2007. Mosley won 2008. Mosley won in 2011. And then Mosley lost to Navarre in 2012, the first year in Coach Jay Wall's 28-13 in that game. So they're 2-2, so this is game 5 in the series. And we're going to go ahead now, commercial break. Continue to watch as the homecoming court
She enjoys hanging out at the beach and
is
trying to dodge the Mosley player.
Going through. So we're going to go through our commercials. We'll be right back, folks.
Her favorite memory is being a running back for our Navarre.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Thinking about selling your property? Call Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Realty in Navarre now. The consultation is free, and Ursula uses the best tools the industry has to offer. Her years as a top producer, relocation specialist, and Florida military market specialist will help you get the desired result. If you are buying, Ursula's experience will help you make an informed decision to find the right home for you. And if you mention this advertisement, Ursula will donate $100 to the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club when the deal closes. To find out if you qualify for any of the military rewards, call or text 850-642-5711 or email ursula.householder@cbrealty.com or go to urhouseholderhomes.com. That's urhouseholderhomes.com. Go Raiders!
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
If you want to move better, feel better, and live better pain-free, Dr. Paul Britt at Integrative Chiropractic Solutions is the only certified sports chiropractor for Gulf Breeze and Navarre. He can address your sports injuries quickly and effectively, and after only 4 visits on average, with a 96% resolution rate. So give Integrative Chiropractic Solutions a call today at 850-916-9304 or book online at drpaulbritt.com. That's 850-916-9304 or online at drpaulbritt.com. They want to fix you swiftly to get you back in the game.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raiders Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track. Whether it's seeing to it that they're properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can watch and hear all exciting Navarre Raider football action, the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks Navarre Raider Quarterback Club for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
Three claps, we're ready tonight. 3 claps. 3 claps. 3 claps. 27 years ago, I sat in this locker room just like you guys, on a knee, getting ready to play a game. I walked down the locker room, it still smells the same. It takes you back real quick. One of the things that caught me was how fast 27 years goes by. There's so many people that live vicariously through you. I would give anything tonight to jump in one of these uniforms with you guys.
To do something I never had an opportunity to do. My father never saw me play. You played for your fathers tonight.
That feeling goes away. It goes away, and it doesn't come every Friday night. It comes when you get married. It comes when your child's born. So you get it, but you just don't get it every Friday night. You're going to miss that more than anything in the world. That's what I miss. And so you seniors that are focused on college, you're focused on your work after high school, what you're going to do next, you're focused on tomorrow, aren't you? You got plenty of time for tomorrow. But these tonights, they're going by fast. You focus on tonight. This is about you guys. This is about the guys in this room that care about each other, that know there's only so many more of these nights left. It's about you. They're a faceless opponent. They just happen to draw the short straw tonight. Now get your asses ready to play. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
When I feel that chill, smell that fresh cut grass, I'm back in my helmet, cleats, and shoulder pads. Standing in the huddle, listening to the call. Fans going crazy for the boys that fall. They didn't let just anybody in that club.
took every ounce of heart and sweat and blood. Get the weather.
Welcome back to Bennett C. Russell Stadium. This is Irish Bill with Seminole Bob. It's Navarre football on irishbillsports.com and Irish Bill Sports Live on YouTube. You can go out on our live chat if you want to pass on some and have a talk with the others that are tuning in to tonight's game. Or you can drop us a text on the text line at 850-549-8387. And we got a few texts here, Bob. Well, first, we want to set. If you haven't heard, a parent, has not been able to come to her son's games or his senior year. That would be Jaden Moon's mom, Daphne. Got some not so good news earlier in the week. I'm not going to divulge what that is, but all I want to do is send out prayers to Daphne and the Moon family. And our prayers are with you as you go through and fight what you're fighting right now. All we can say is God bless.
He's in control. He is the mighty doctor. And we pray blessings for you, ma'am.
Most definitely. We got some other text out here tonight. My good friend Tim Keene checking in from Orlando. And no, Tim, I'm not going to say it. But if you would have been watching this show on Wednesday night, I actually let it slip. What did I say, Bob?
You said roll tide. Actually, you said roll tide.
I didn't finish it.
Title.
I did not finish it.
Roll 27 national titles.
If we were to go to a court of law, I would win, right? Because I didn't.
Depends on who your lawyer is.
I didn't. Well, that's true. I'm going to take Brady because Brady argues about everything, and he wins most of the time. So I'm taking Brady with me.
So he's not a teenager anymore. So you're saying that our kids argue with us? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Speaking of Brady, homecoming tomorrow night in Birmingham.
That's correct.
Where they love the governor. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Miles College
hosting Benedict College.
Okay.
Out of South Carolina, out of Columbia, South Carolina.
Is that a conference game?
It is a conference game against Benedict.
So that's important.
The last time that they played was Brady's senior year, 2019.
Yeah.
And that was one of the hottest football games I have ever been at in my life.
And that was in Birmingham.
No, that one was in Columbia, South Carolina in September.
Or Benedict
and
College.
It was a noon kickoff.
Oh.
And South Carolina, and bleacher seats, not cement seats, bleacher seats, and there was 0 miles an hour on the wind gauge that day. It was the hottest game I've ever been at in my life.
Well, you know, Bill, hey,
Coach O.
Coach O's here.
Things a little bit hot over there in Baton Rouge, aren't they?
Yeah, we picked up a big recruit today, a 5-star, but, you know, speaking of hot seats, I'm in one right now, and I think I want to be good for the rest of my life because I sure don't want to go to Hades. But anyway, Bill, good luck tonight to the Raiders, and go Tigers.
You got some Red Bull with you tonight, Coach?
No, tonight I'm drinking Pepsi-Cola.
Pepsi-Cola?
Pepsi-Cola.
That's unusual for you, is it not?
Well, it's only 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's true. I'm sure there might be a little bit extra in that later on in the evening.
We may have a little gator tail and couscous later on.
But, I was glad that you could take time out of your busy weekend. I know you got a big game tomorrow.
Who we playing?
As you're going up to the Bluegrass State.
Oh, Kentucky.
Facing off with a very tough Kentucky team. What about those Wildcats, Coach?
Well, they're undefeated. And, I think we're catching them at a good time because, they beat Florida. And I think they're going to be on an emotional high or low or hot or west or east or something.
So basically you're catching them at the right time.
Is that what I was trying to say?
I think so.
Okay. So, but anyway, Bill, I got to run.
Okay.
I got to pick up some pizza tonight from, where did I order that thing from? Well, I'll figure it out, and hey, go Raiders and go Tigers.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that was Coach O, fresh off his trip to via satellite from Lexington, Kentucky, as they arrived earlier this morning, if not last night. So, Coach, it was always good to talk with Coach O every week. Sometimes he shows up on our Wednesday night show. Sometimes he shows up on Friday. You just never know. Coach is unpredictable. Mike and Ursula, we know they are not unpredictable because they show up wherever they're at. They check in and let us know that they are watching tonight. Tonight they're up in Enterprise. And Mike and Ursula, Buckeye Mike.
Buckeye Mike.
We may need to bring Mike out of retirement next week since you'll be taking the week off next week with the business ordeal. So, Mike, this is an invitation. The camera is waiting your expertise once again next week if you are available.
All right.
How's that for asking them right out in the open here?
Ursula may have plans, but
Ursula definitely. But when she has plans, she still tunes in every Friday night.
She does. Wherever.
She could be in Germany. She could be in Alabama.
That's where they love the governor.
They could be up in Ohio, where Mike's from.
That's right.
So, but tonight they are in Enterprise.
Well, we need you in Pace.
Next week.
Pace next weekend.
Then the following week we'll be in Niceville.
Wow.
They got a big game going on tonight.
Ooh, mercy me. Miami Edison.
And I want to say 1999 is 22 years ago. It was also the year that Navarre fielded their first varsity team with all four classes. That year I was in Kunsan, Korea. Went there in December, met a good friend of mine, Mike Thomas, known as Haas. He's a football coach out in Arizona now. He's checking in tonight, so I want to say a hello to my good friend Haas, Mike Thomas out in Arizona. Thanks for checking in, Haas. It's been a long time. Hope we get there in the future sometime. And good friend of mine. We coached the ladies softball team while we were in Korea, so we got to travel around Korea, and
that's fun.
It was a good time had by all. We weren't very good at coaches, or the ladies weren't very good either, but we had a fun time doing it.
Did you? Were you able to go into North Korea and play some away games there?
Nah, not in North Korea. The furthest we got was up to Seoul, and played at Yongsan Air Base there in Seoul, Korea. I never knew how big a city that actually was until I got up there for that first weekend. And, I mean, you're talking 13, 14 million people in one city.
Did you back then, did they have it where you go to Korea for 1 year by yourself or 2 years with a spouse?
Yes, I did the 1 year by myself.
Wow.
And also want to say, someone checking in, thank you for the prayers for Daphne. It's the least that we can do.
Oh, goodness.
Navarre High School proudly opened its doors in 1996.
So thanks again from Jaden and Jordan's grandparents, Sharon and Jean back home in Navarre. Go Raiders. And thank you. Our prayers are with her.
Yes.
And in her battle. And believe me, I lost my mom at the age of 10 when I was 10 years old, when she was 33 from a nasty disease as well. But get all those negative thoughts out there, positive thoughts sending your way for prayers and blessings each and every day.
Yep. Because his cross is heavy, but his burden is light.
Dignitaries tonight. We're so happy to have you all here. First up, Dr. Karen Barber.
Introduce
the superintendent.
Superintendent of Santa Rosa Schools, Dr. Barber, here in attendance tonight.
Karen Barber. Next, please welcome Carol Boston.
My good friend and your good friend, Carol Boston, member of the school board here in Santa Rosa County.
Next, please welcome
We're about 8 minutes. They're introducing some special VIPs here. And I see Brian Novak made his way back here.
The former superintendent of Santa Rosa County Schools. Next,
And,
please welcome Mr. Bill Emerson.
Robbie's going to back out that camera just a little bit.
Our third principal here at Navarre High School from 2006 to 2009 and former assistant superintendent of schools.
They're all standing about the 50-yard line. The 250th game in Navarre Raiders history. They're 153 and 96. Coach Walls, 85 and 23. His record just gets more and more impressive, doesn't it, Bob?
Yeah, he was pretty focused before the game. He was talking to athletic director Scott Murphy. And he looked pretty focused. Navarre's going to have to play a complete game, Bill.
Yes, they
They're
are.
going to have to play 4 quarters. But I think it's going to be a time management thing for Navarre. They're going to have to keep it on the ground, mix it up.
Well, coming up, but first, Miss Patty Beecher. She was our first ever senior class sponsor here.
And, well, another thing that Todd and I have in common, Todd over in Sweden, his dad was a retired Air Force. He was in the Air Force as well. Technical Sergeant Robert E. Alt, and he was a big Texas Longhorns fan, so they kind of butted heads about this time of year every year. They used to play in the old Cotton Bowl. Where are they playing that game at now, Bob?
You know, I don't know. I thought it was at the Cotton Bowl, but it could be at Jerry's World. I should know that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, all Raider alumni who are present tonight, would you please stand up so we can recognize you as
It's the 25th anniversary.
Yep.
Of Navarre High School.
Stand up.
And
yes, even 2021.
So we're about just under 6 minutes to go here to kickoff here at Bennett C. Russell Stadium. We're going to go ahead and take another little break, and we'll be back with the last of our pregame show. Irish Bill, Seminole Bob, and Robbie on the videographer tonight. You like that word?
Yeah, he's wearing the total.
So we got to go Gator Robbie.
Gator Robbie.
Gator Robbie.
That's the GPA of their football team combined, the Big F, yeah.
And our band will be playing the national anthem.
So we'll be having a national anthem here pretty soon, but we're going to go ahead and take out another commercial break. We'll be right back.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
And we're going to turn it over to the field for the Navarre Raider Junior ROTC as we get ready for our national anthem. Another fine rendition of our national anthem by the Navarre Raider Marching Band. Down to our left, right next to them, the Raider Nation, the student section here at Bennett C. Russell Stadium on the home side of the stadium. Right next to our boosters right below us, and the rest of the fans down to our right. Looks like Mosley brought their band as well across the way, Bob.
Yep. Interesting. They may perform after the game, perhaps.
And
sometimes bands don't travel, but kudos to them.
And, I mean, that's a pretty good haul. That's about 90, 95 miles from Panama.
Lynn Haven.
Lynn Haven is even further out.
A little bit, yep.
So it's right before you get to Tyndall.
Yep.
And they're rebuilding Tyndall.
Yep. I actually
Slowly.
did my student teaching there at Tyndall Elementary School.
With the Raiders coming this game 3-1, Mosley 6-0. We talked about what Navarre has to do on the show a little bit Wednesday night.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
And with you, Bob, what do you think is the Raiders need to do coming into this game?
I think they got to keep the potent Mosley offense off the field. Time of possession will be key. They have to play a perfect game. No turnovers. And dominate the line of scrimmage, both sides. That's going to be tough. We saw the size, in football. Oh, look at that big guy. Does size, in this case, in sports and football, does size matter? Sometimes, when Jimmy Ray Stevens won 2 state titles at Fort Walton, his offensive line, I think his heaviest guy was 170. Now, that was,
but it helps
ago.
when you got a future Heisman Trophy quarterback and
exactly
and an NFL wide receiver.
Yep, and he preferred linemen who were agile and quick. So, anyway, I think it's ball control, clearly. Stay away from the turnovers. Stay away from the penalties. And convert third downs.
Most definitely. Mosley with a little over 1,000 yards passing and about 1,200 yards rushing as well. So they like to mix up their offense, and Cole Horton has been having an outstanding season here early on. But the Raiders have their own senior quarterback. I believe Horton is a senior. Let me check. Double 13. Yes, he is a senior.
Yeah.
The Raiders have their own senior quarterback in Kyle Chambers. Has amassed 6 touchdowns on the ground. And he's had one of his best, actually had his best passing game against Leon a couple of weeks ago. And on the season, 40 of 71 for 477 yards and 4 touchdowns. So he's accounted for 10 of the Raiders' touchdowns.
The great picture down there, the last, I believe the last 4 principals of Navarre High School, Mr. Rosdick, Mr. Emerson, Mr. Nowak, and, of course, Casey Wingard, the current Winfelder, excuse me.
I got to talk about something I saw before the game. One of the Mosley coaches stood at the corner of the south end zone on each corner and was like getting a hex off of the field. He was like going into some type of chant. He was trying to I don't know what he was trying to do, but I could hear him from up here. And he didn't have a microphone or anything, but I guess when he comes to a new field, he likes to, I don't know, but
it's only successful. It's kind of like a whiteout game, right?
Right.
Only successful when it works. So our Raider captains are heading to midfield.
Your captains tonight for your Navarre Raiders.
And the Raiders captains coming out tonight. The Navarre Raiders in the south end zone right now. Their captains are going to be represented by a couple of individuals that unfortunately are not playing this season. Trent Hall and Caden Howard. And Jaden Moon, and LeBron McKinney.
And your Raider captain, LeBron McKinney.
LeBron McKinney. Your two captains coming out for Mosley, number 1, Lamar Clark, and number 64, Robert Willis. So there we are going over the coin toss in the middle of the field. We are just seconds away from kickoff here at Navarre High School. Bennett C. Russell Stadium is your place for Navarre Raider football while they're at home. Once again, the Raiders are wearing the black uniforms with maroon numbers outlined in white. Mosley coming out in their gray pants with their white jerseys, green numbers. Orange and green stripes going down the middle of the helmet. Dolphin on the side, Mosley on the other. And we got a great game coming up tonight, Bob.
Yeah, when you look, you were running down the opponents of Mosley. Some would say, their first 3 were a little weak. You go to Mobile Christian. Choctaw might have been their toughest. They played Choctaw played them tight early. Then Mosley just kind of took over. We'll see. But averaging 42 points a game is nothing to sneeze at. They're a very potent offense.
Niceville on the board first over in Niceville tonight at 3:48 of the first quarter, a 7-0 lead. Niceville over Miami Edison. What a trip for that team. That's a good 10 to 11-hour drive if they drove. Not so much on the flight, but
maybe longer than that. 12 hours maybe. Depends on who's driving. I
want to thank Pac-12 Dave for giving us updates of Niceville scores. Thank you, Dave.
Hey, Dave. I think Navarre's streak of winning coin tosses came to an end. I think Mosley won the toss.
And the Raiders will be taking the opening kickoff as Mosley deferred to the second half. That's the first coin toss in 5 weeks that we've lost. Over the last couple of years, we don't lose a whole lot of coin tosses.
Well, it's either heads or tails, I think. Right? Heads or tails.
And here come your Navarre Raiders out of the south end zone with a 3-1 record. 1-0 in District 7-1A. 7A1, I should say.
All right, Mosley.
Mosley comes into this game with a 6-0 record. And they are in Class 6A, District 2, with Rickards, Choctaw, Lincoln, and Fort Walton Beach. 6-0 in overall, 2-0 in district play. This is not a district matchup. Navarre is Class 7A, and Mosley is Class 6A.
And I don't think you get to 8A until the other side of Jacksonville? Something like that.
Orlando and Jacksonville area. So the Raiders will be receiving the opening kickoff. First time all year that they've taken the opening kickoff.
Officials are from the Miracle Strip Officials Association.
Jonathan Harris, I believe, will be doing the kicking honors. And we'll see what number that is out there. That's actually number 7, it looks like. We're going to look at numbers. Actually, number 1 kicking off. That would be Lamar Clark.
Could we see some trickery on our opening kickoff?
Here we go.
And here we have toe on leather. This game is underway here. This 8th day of October 2021. Marshall with the return from his own 5. He's going to go out to the 18, whereas he is going to be tackled right there by Isaac Paul. And the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 after a 13-yard return by Terrence Marshall.
Marshall on the return.
13-yard return for Marshall. 1st and 10 Raiders.
I saw the baby Gators last night. They came over to Santa Rosa Beach and played Emerald Coast Middle. Emerald Coast goes into the championship game Tuesday night. Beat the Gators 32-16.
They're going to send singles to the far side, twins to the near side, DeCourt in the backfield to the left to Kyle Chambers. 1st and 10 Raiders from their 18, just underway here at Bennett C. Russell Stadium. It's Chambers back to pass. He's got a receiver downfield, but he's not going to get it off, and he's going to be sacked all the way back to the 12-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 5. He had a receiver open as Marshall got behind the secondary, but he could not get rid of the ball. It's a sack for Mosley, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 15. They're going to spot the ball at the 12.
A little delayed blitz.
I believe that sack went to number 7, Michael Tate. 2nd and 15 for Navarre from their own 12. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's got a nice game over the 20. Still on his feet, spins away from one tackle, out over the 25, out to about the 29-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play and a Raider first down.
I don't know if that was a design play or not. Excellent read. The blitz was coming from the left side. Followed his blockers. Good block, good seal block by the wide receiver.
Twins to the far side, actually trips to the far side, but Richardson goes in motion. He's going to stop there. DeCourt off right tackle with a nice gain over the 30. He's going to get out to about the 34-yard line. And they're going to give him 5 yards, 2nd and 5 for the Raiders.
Brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Raiders.
Good push by the Big Bubbas.
Big 16-yard gain there by Chambers. Gave the Raiders their first down. Next play, a 5-yard gain for the diminutive one, Chris DeCourt. That's my big word for the day. I looked it up.
Small.
2nd and 5 for the Raiders. Richardson goes in motion from left to right. It's going to be a handoff to DeCourt. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage over the 35 and out to the 37. Give him about 3, and that's going to bring up 3rd and a long 4.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd down and 2.
Actually, they're going to give him 3, so that's the 3rd and 2 for Navarre from their own 37-yard line. 9:42 on the clock. No score here at Navarre High School between Mosley and Navarre. Seminole Bob, Irish Bill, and Gator Robbie bringing you the game tonight. A 3rd and 2 for the Raiders from their 37 as Richardson goes in motion. Twins to the near side. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's going to be close. Depends if he falls forward or not. It's going to be close to a Raider first down, Bob.
I think he did fall forward. The spot.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It should be enough for the first down.
Put the ball down, gentlemen. There you go.
And they are going to move the chains. Raider first down.
Good second effort.
Nice job early on by the Big Bubbas. 1st and 10 for the Raiders from their 39. Twins to the far side.
And that's even with Mosley coming up with 8 in the box.
Terrence Marshall and Philip Robas to the top. Derek Percival to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be a handoff to DeCourt. He is going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage, maybe lose 1. And another tackle there for Michael Tate. It's going to be a loss of 1.
They've been running away from that right side. And, you know, some teams tend to be right-handed, if you will, left-handed, if you will. Got to mix it up. Just the potential passing plays, they got trips to the right side.
And Chambers going to roll out to his right, and he gets hit a little bit early, but it's going to fall incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 for the Raiders.
Very close coverage on that. Easily could have been interference.
Tight coverage over there by Banks Byers.
Mosley has the speed to get away
and Jarvis Fennell.
Going with single coverage. Certainly have the speed.
3rd and 11. Percival closest to us here on the near sideline. Richardson, Marshall, and Robas to the top of the screen. 3rd and 11 for Navarre. He tries to get Mosley to jump. They said, not tonight. 3rd and 11. They're sending pressure. Chambers going to need to get that ball off. And he throws his intended receiver, Robas. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down for the Raiders.
A lot of pressure coming early on by Mosley, Bob.
Oh, they brought the house, rolled Kyle out a little bit. Very tight coverage.
Derek Percival out, standing on his own 25, awaits the snap from his long snapper. 4th and 11 for Navarre. Actually, about 4th and 11 and a half, thereabouts. Good snap back. Percival gets it away. A high punt, not very long. A fair catch at the 33 is taken in there by Josiah McCall. And that's where Mosley will start their first possession.
For Mosley, a first down and 10.
He was hoping for a bounce there. Receiver came up and called for the fair catch, Bill mentioned.
They're going to spot the ball. Looks like at about the 33-yard line. So a 30-yard punt for Percival on his first one. No return. 1st and 10 Dolphins from their 33. 7:52 on the clock. No score here at Navarre High School.
Navarre coming out with 3-4 defense. 3 down linemen.
Horton is going to get a big hit. And he's still on his feet and into the Raider end of the field as the pass is complete to Randy Pittman all the way down to the 30-yard line. A 37-yard gain to Pittman and a Dolphin first down.
Got a tackle. Pittman got on the edge. Good fake up the middle there.
First down for Mosley at the Raider 30. It's going to be a handoff to the back. And that would be Casey Boyd, their leading rusher on the season. And it looks like he's going to pick up about 3 yards. They're going to, I'd say, give him about 2 yards on that one. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 for the Dolphins. Horton in the shotgun, twins to the near side, single to the top of the screen as he comes in motion from left to right. Now trips to the right side. It's going to be a handoff to Boyd. He's going to go off left tackle. He breaks one tackle before he's brought down at the Raider 25. There looks like Sebastian Melendez there on the tackle, or Devin Wright. Devin Wright with the tackle. They're going to spot the ball at the 25. Give him 3 more, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Dolphins at the Raider 25. 6:28 on the clock, no score here at Navarre High School. Horton in the shotgun, and it's going to be offsides against the defense.
Or were they drawing offsides?
And that's good. That should be enough to give Mosley an automatic first down there. Not an automatic first down, but encroachment defense. That should be enough.
Just shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and short.
This is where teams on 3rd and short, 4 down territory, they may try to go for the end zone here.
And it's going to be the Wildcat coming in there. That would be Randy Pittman on the Wildcat, and he's going to have 5. And there's a late flag coming in. 5 yards on the game by Pittman. And enough for a Dolphin first down, and there was a late flag on the play. Let's see what that infraction is. Pittman had enough for the first down. And it looks like there's some disgust on the Dolphin side of the field. So it looks like unsportsmanlike against Mosley, so they'll back it up 15. That should.
You should give them the first down. Or maybe not.
And that's the first penalty of the night against Mosley. I didn't see what happened there.
Official timeout.
Water break here.
We're going to take a water break, and we're going to take one with them. Your score, there is none at the 6:01 mark of the first quarter between Mosley and Navarre. We'll be back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Thinking about selling your property? Call Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Realty in Navarre now. The consultation is free, and Ursula uses the best tools the industry has to offer. Her years as a top producer, relocation specialist, and Florida Military Market Specialist will help you get the desired result. If you are buying, Ursula's experience will help you make an informed decision to find the right home for you. And if you mention this advertisement, Ursula will donate $100 to the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club when the deal closes. To find out if you qualify for any of the military rewards, call or text 850-642-5711 or email ursula.householder@cbrealty.com or go to urhouseholderhomes.com. That's urhouseholderhomes.com. Go Raiders!
Back at Navarre High School, Mosley does get the first down, but they mark off the 15 back. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30 is where they actually.
I don't understand. I thought it was give them the first down and then back them up 15.
And yes, that's what they did. They're going to be running out of the Wildcat here. And what a nice run there. And out of the Wildcat in for the Dolphins. The Raiders had a chance to get him in the backfield, but it's not. It's going to be a 30-yard run by Josiah McCall out of the Wildcat, and it's going to be Dolphins on the board at the 5:44 mark of the first quarter.
Didn't hold containment on the end. Bad things can happen when that goes on.
Kind of reminded me of that opening possession against Tate.
Kick is up. And
Yes.
Kick is up and good. Jonathan Harris with the extra point, 7-0. The Dolphins out on top here early on in the first quarter.
Your 2021 Navarre Raiders sponsors. Your platinum sponsors this year. Navarre Plumbing and Gas.
So a 30-yard run by Josiah McCall out of the Wildcats.
Andrews Institute.
And that puts the Dolphins out on top, 7-0.
Yeah, he's built for speed. He's not built for going up the middle necessarily. Found the corner. Nobody home. Zigzagged his way for 6.
Lamar Clark handles the kickoff duties. Jonathan Harris the extra point and field goals for Mosley. Coach Tommy Joe Whitten in his first year has yet to lose.
Were you surprised at that?
That he moved? Not at all.
Washington, yeah. I mean, you're playing, constantly teams like Pine Forest and Escambia all the time.
Solid kick by Clark, and that's going to be a touchback. Good boot on that young man.
Brady Hamill would be proud of that one.
Yes, he would. So the Raiders going to start 1st and 10 from their 20 after the touchback.
Was there a Brady Hamill sighting tonight?
Will not. They're spending the night out. Brooke and Brady and the producer are out on the town tonight having dinner.
Okay. That's what my family's doing, Bill.
Yep.
You get to be my date on Friday night. I'm cheap, but I'm not easy. Or I'm easy.
Well, that I already knew. 1st and 10 Raiders from their 20, 5:42 on the clock. They trail 7-0 here on homecoming night at Navarre. Chambers going to roll out to his left. He's got a receiver. It comes in with the catch. What a catch by Davion Hardy out to the 36. He looked like he held on to that one. And it's a 16-yard gain to Harvey, his first catch of the night, and the first completion of the night for Kyle Chambers.
Well, let's just say there's a good thing there's not replay.
1st and 10 for the Raiders from their 36.
Yeah, I'll take it, though.
Got to take what you can get.
Alex Woodall on the reception.
It's going to be a handoff to DeCourt off right tackle. He's going to gain 1, possibly, about 1 yard, bring up 2nd and 9.
An opponent looks at DeCourt and goes, show me what you got. And DeCourt will do it. He'll pop you. And bounce off. And turn and twist. And
2nd and 9 for the Raiders from their 37. 4:42 and counting here in the first quarter, trailing 7-0 at home. are the Raiders. Hardy goes in motion. He stops. It's going to be handoff to the court. Actually, it's going to be a keeper by Chambers, and he dives across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. He'll bring up 3rd and 4.
A lot of times those RPOs, it's a timing issue. Snap was low. The court came by.
I thought he had the ball.
Yeah.
My eyes aren't as good as they used to be, Bob.
Smart move. The timing wasn't there. Took off the left side.
But they're as good once as they've ever been.
Well, you found the producer, so they can't be all bad. Nice
Cross
play.
across the middle. Hardy with the first down catch. And into Mosley territory, down to the 42. Another 16-yard gain to Harvey, his second catch of the night. Raider first down as they move to chains.
Oh, they're moving the ball on Mosley. That middle is open. Good play call by the offensive staff, Jay Walls of Navarre.
1st and 10 at Mosley's 42 now for the Raiders. 3:33 on the clock. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's got nice yardage into Mosley, deep in the Mosley territory, down to the 28-yard line.
Gain of 13.
They're going to spot it at the 29, give him 13, and a Raider first down. 5 first downs in the first quarter for Navarre. 31 yards on 5 carries for Chambers. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Mosley 29. He's going to keep it once again inside the 30. Down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 3. He'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Fake into the line. They're going left, that's for sure. Running away from the blitz.
So they're going to spot the ball at the 26-yard line. 2nd and 7 for Navarre. 2:48 on the clock. They trail Mosley here at home in the first quarter, 7-0. Twins to the far side. Empty to the near side. DeCourt in the backfield next to Chambers. Chambers going to roll out. He's got a receiver open inside the 20. Terrence Marshall goes up for the grab at the 18. It's going to be a gain of 8 to Marshall and a Raider first down.
Little rollout there.
Number 2, Terrence
Marshall
on the reception.
drove the cornerback off the ball. Pass was there as soon as he turned.
Hardy out, Robas in. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Mosley 18-yard line, just outside the 18-yard line. 2:08 on the clock here, 7-0 Mosley in the first quarter. Chambers back to pass. He had a receiver across the middle. This one's going to go to Derek Percival. He's going to get down inside the 10, about a half a yard short of the first down marker. And it's going to be a gain of 9, 2nd and short for Navarre. First at the 9-yard line.
Taking time off the clock. Remember, this drive started after the touchback on their own 20-yard line.
Nice little mix-up. 3 different receivers here early on.
Yep.
Hardy, Marshall, and Percival. 2nd and 1 for the Raiders at the Mosley 9. They look over the sideline as the signal comes in from the sideline. 2nd and a short 1 for the Raiders.
Timeout, Navarre.
Timeout at the 1:14 mark. We're going to stay right here, folks.
And I apologize. The tight end making those amazing grabs was Davion Hardy, number 81.
Seven 0 Mosley on top here with 1:14 to go in the opening quarter. Navarre will have a 2nd and 1 at the Mosley 9 when we come back from the timeout. Navarre's first of the game. 2 to go here in the first half. And a pretty solid game here is kind of what we expected.
Yeah. Reminds me a little bit eerily. That's my big word for the day.
Can you spell that?
Eerie.
We got an update from Niceville, 14-7, Miami Edison.
Woo. Of the Crestview game, when you were up in Ohio, attending one of Brady's games a couple years ago, playing Crestview here.
2nd and 1 for Navarre at the Mosley 9-yard line. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's going to have a Raider first down, be a 1st and goal. It's all a matter of where he ends up, and that would be the 6-yard line, a gain of 3, and a Raider 1st and goal.
First down, Raiders.
Raiders are moving the ball, which is, I guess, is better than not moving the ball.
Outside the 5-yard line.
Under 1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. Still 7-0 Mosley on top. 1st and goal for the Raiders from the Mosley 6. It's going to be handoff to DeCourt, and he is met right at the line of scrimmage. And that would be by one Jake Pippin. Actually, it's number 35, not 75, so that would be Levi Relaford, the junior defensive tackle. No gain for DeCourt, 2nd and goal from the Mosley 6. Chambers in the shotgun. DeCourt to his left, Twins to the near side, empty on the right side. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's going to cut back, and he's going to get into the end zone. Raiders on the board. Chambers from 6 yards out. His 7th rushing touchdown of the season. And Raiders cut it to 1 at the 4-second mark of the first quarter.
80-yard drive. Big kudos to the Big Bubbas. Great blocking.
Devin Wright in for the extra point. 7-6, Mosley on top. Snaps good, holds good, kick is up, and it is through. 7-7 is your ball game with 4 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
Dolphins 7.
So the Raiders methodically drive the ball down the field from their own 20, 80 yards. And mostly a good mix and match of the pass and the run.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like looking in a mirror. Mosley certainly has a little bit more speed, but, don't second-guess the speed of Kyle Chambers. He's got some speed of his own. And, with the long drive, Bill, it gives the defense some time to rest. And I think that's important.
University Lending Court, Bard Chiropractic, Kilpatrick and Newland, Navarre Gardens.
So Taylor Gardner, actually Derek Percival is going to be handling the kickoff duties. Taylor must not be 100% quite yet.
Storage, 98 signs and designs, Titan painting and maintenance.
So Derek handling the kickoff, the punt, wide receiver, corner or safety,
Paul Steinbeiner,
and
probably special teams.
Probably returning punts as well.
Yeah.
So, Percival getting ready to put toe on leather from the 40.
Seaside Power
And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. So Mosley's got an option here. They can make the Raiders re-kick back 5 yards, or they'll take it at the 35.
Well, with a kicker that doesn't get it in the end zone, that you're right. That's an interesting choice.
Don't forget to hit that concession stand. We have pulled pork sandwiches.
I think they're going to take it at
hot dogs, cold drinks, candy, you name it.
That Navarre Marching Band has a concession stand down there, Bill, and you know me, I like a good pulled pork sandwich.
Yeah, I saw it.
OMG.
Didn't get one for your old buddy over here, though.
Well, I didn't know if that's on your diet. And then I'd have 2.
You're right. You're looking out for me. So
well,
thank you, buddy. First and 10 Mosley from their 35. It's a handoff to Boyd. He cuts back, has a nice gain over the 40. Out to about the 44-yard line, a gain of 9 for Boyd. And a 2nd and 1 coming up for the Dolphins. They're going to spot the ball just outside the 44-yard line, and that will be the last play of the first quarter. Your score at the end of one, we're tied at 7, Navarre and Mosley. And we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
Irish Bill and Seminole Bob back here. Robbie on the camera tonight. Glad to have Robbie back after a
so
couple of
smooth.
week hiatus.
He's so smooth. And he's going to be taking my place next week. I'll be out of town.
So Robbie will be my color analyst next week up at Pace.
He's a colorful character.
Yes, he is. Mosley's going to come out and start the second quarter with a 2nd and 1 from their own 44. 7-7 is your ball game. Navarre with 100 yards of offense in the first quarter, 51 rushing, 49 passing. Mosley with 86, 49 rushing, and 37 passing. It's going to be a quick hitter over to the right side to McCall. It's going to fall incomplete and bring up a short 3rd and about a half a yard.
Like he wanted to run before he had the football. Navarre defensive backs have got to contest those. It's almost like on that play, the defensive back held up just a second.
They're going to bring McCall to the near side, E.J. Redis to the far side. They're going to run the Wildcat out of here with Randy Pittman. And it's going to be enough for the first down, a gain of 2 for Pittman and a Dolphin first down. Their 3rd first down of the first half. 11:42 on the clock here in the second. We're tied at 7. Navarre and Mosley on IrishBillSports.com. They're going to split 3 receivers to the far side, single to the near side. Boyd in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Boyd up off of the right guard. And he's going to get out to the 49-yard line and give him 3 yards on the carry. 2nd and 7 on the 3-yard gain by Boyd.
Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Wright coming up, I believe, there for the tackle. And a host of other Raiders help corral Boyd to the ground. 2nd and 7, a short 7. Horton into shotgun, twins to both sides. Empty backfield. Horton back to pass. He's going to do a big hitter. And a big hit coming up there. Tyrell Marshall with the big hit at the Raider 48. It's going to be a gain of 3 to Randy Pittman, but he paid for that one.
Nice job.
3rd and 4. 3rd and a long 4 for the Dolphins at the Raider 48. 10:25 on the clock in a 7-7 game here in the second quarter. Third and 4 for the Dolphins. And that's good. And that guy's got some speed. And then we're going to have a face mask at the end of the play there as well. But it's going to be a gain all the way down to the 29, actually down to the 9-yard line of Navarre. So it's going to be a 39-yard run on the, is that technically a pass?
Oh, the Utah
the shuffle pass forward?
Yes. Yes, because if he drops it, it's
incomplete.
Now the question is, did the ball carrier grab the defensive mask at the same time?
So that's going to be a 39-yard gain on the shuffle pass to Josiah McCall.
Personal foul, face mask against the Raiders. It'll be half the distance to the goal.
So it's going to be about a 4-yard penalty on the face mask. Their second penalty of the game. And Mosley has a 1st and goal at the Raider 4.
Yeah, that guy has hurt us on those runs.
So first and goal for the Dolphins at the Raider 4, 9:58 on the clock and running here in the second. It's going to be a handoff to Boyd, but he's not going very far. As he loses a yard back to the 5, we'll bring up second and goal from the 5.
Loss of a yard or two on the play. He's going to bring up second down and goal from the 6.
Nice little play there, though, on that little shuffle pass to the wide receiver in motion.
Great call.
And he's got some good speed, but luckily Derek Percival has some good speed as well.
Second down and goal. Read that, Raider Nation.
Second and goal for the Dolphins at the Raider 5-yard line. And that's going to be encroachment on the defense once again, so they're going to mark off half the distance to the goal.
Encroachment. Defense.
What's that catch-up song, Anticipation?
Second down.
Was that a Carly Simon? Anticipation. Look for the
Miami Edison on top, 14-7 with 6:51 to go in the second quarter.
Tackled in the backfield.
As we go,
quarterback, just
Keeper.
straight quarterback run. Yep, design play.
Third down and goal.
Not as quick as Kyle Chambers.
it looks like he's going to lose a yard. Cole Horton on the carry. And it's going to bring up third and goal for the Dolphins at the Raider, just inside the Raider 4, call it the 3-yard line.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's going to be third and goal from the 5.
Last time in this situation, they went to the Wildcat.
Horton still in there. Third and goal. It's going to be handoff. No, it's going to be Horton on the keeper, and he is going to get in for the score from 3 yards out. Horton, here's a who, and he's into the end zone. And you know I had to go there.
Horton, here's a who, yeah. Horton, here's a who.
A 3-yard keeper by Horton and a Dolphin touchdown to take the lead 13-7 at the 8:21 mark of the second quarter.
Just a quarterback draw. Well, so a lot of offensive diversity by the Mosley coaching staff so far.
Harrison for the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. 14-7. Mosley on top with 8:21 to go in the second quarter. Both teams with 2 possessions so far, and the Raiders' defenses unfortunately have not been able to keep the Dolphins out of the end zone.
Not very many teams have that the Dolphins
You're
have faced.
accurate with that statement, Bob. So after the Raiders come back, Mosley answers right back with a nice drive of their own.
Yeah, I'd love to see the stat about possessions in the game and either field goals or touchdowns for Mosley. You've got to, I'm sure it's going to over 80%. Well-oiled machine.
And Lamar Clark handling the kickoff duties for Mosley. Back deep for the Raiders, Jaden Reese and Derek Percival. The upbacks, Devin Wright and Sebastian Melendez. In front of them.
Don't forget
Christian Caballero and Hunter Crowder.
Sorry. Don't forget, Mosley gets the second half kickoff.
8:21 on the clock. Clark with the kickoff as he gets ready to put toe on leather. Another deep kick is going to come down at the 1. Percival with the return. A nice return for the Raiders over the 20, out to the 23. Give him 22 on the return. A Raider 1st and 10.
Raiders bring it out across the 20-yard line. Be 1st and 10.
I'm surprised not to see the sophomore out there. I thought, as far as returning kicks, pass play right before the touchdown, he may have turned an ankle.
Your Big Bubba's number 75 is your center, Eric Mraz. We'll get the rest of them here in just a second. First and 10, Navarre from their 23, 8:15 on the clock. Trailing 14-7 here in the first half. It's It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's going to cut back out over the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Raiders.
Good block there at the point of contact.
Number 65 out there as well. BK Cast.
Chase Richardson with a big block, allowing him to go for extra yardage.
2nd and short. 2nd and 2 for the Raiders from their 31. 7:44 on the clock. Mosley 14, Navarre 7. And a quick hitter across the middle and a Raider first down out to the 38-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 7.
First down.
I'm not sure who that one was. That the number 8?
Yes.
Reese with the reception. A gain of 7 to Reese and a Raider first down.
He knew he was going to be hit, and he was. Again, going over the middle.
Number 8, Jaden Reese on the reception.
7-yard gain and a Raider first down. They're 8th in the game already. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's going to get out of the 40, just shy of the 41. Give him 3 on the play. Let's see where they spot the ball. Looks like they're going to give him, let's call it 3, 2nd and 7 for Navarre.
Lots of stuff happening tomorrow. Got a big band contest at Fort Walton Beach High School.
Also out there. What time is that, Bob?
It starts bright and early, 8 a.m. over at Steve Briggs Stadium. Band competition.
2nd and a short 6 for Navarre. It's going to be a handoff to Melendez. He's going to get out over the 45 to about the, they're going to spot it right at the 45. Give him 4. Will bring up 3rd and a short 3 coming up for the Raiders.
Handoff to number 31, Sebastian Melendez.
I think I should just jump on the bus, Mosley going home. I have to be back here in the morning at 5:30. Going to be officiating a high school swim meet over in Panama City.
Ethan Newman out there as well for the Raiders, one of the big bubbas. 3rd and a short 3 for Navarre from their 45. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He slips. Then he's met right at the, after he gains about a yard. He's met there by a host of Dolphins led by number 18, Banks Byers. It's going to be a 1-yard gain and bring up 4th and 2.
Looks like about 1 yard.
Well,
where are they going to spot the ball at?
I think it's close enough. I'd ask for a measurement.
They're going to ask for a measurement. You're going to give him 2 yards on that carry. Look, that's kind of a favorable spot because he got pretty banged right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the line judge came running up. He was right there, and it
looks like they're a little bit short, about a half yard short. 14-7 Mosley with 5:32 on the clock. We have a measurement here. We'll determine whether it's first down or 4th down, but it looks like it's going to be 4th down to me, Bob.
They're going to be short.
About a half a yard, maybe even closer to your yard. So 4th down for the Raiders, and they're keeping the offense out there on the field.
They may try to draw Mosley off sides here.
Chambers comes back out to lead the offense. 4th and short for the Raiders from their own 47. 5:32 on the clock, 14-7. Mosley over Navarre here in the second quarter.
They got the jumbo in, Bill.
The jumbo package coming in. And Melendez is going to bounce out for the first down, out to the 49. Give Melendez 2 and a Raider first down.
When you see those two guys coming at you, I'd get out of the way too. Was that Moon leading the blocking there, 99?
Yeah, Lemmy Wilson leading the way. Also, one of our big bubbas out there, number 69, Don Cunningham, leading the way out there. When you got all that force coming one direction, it usually results in a positive outcome, and that it did for the Raiders, a first down.
They've been running left tonight. They must saw something in film this week. Smart play by Coach Walls asking for a measurement that gave time that you could almost like a free timeout.
Got our good friends Rosalind Miller from Stewart checking in again tonight. So go Raiders number 2 and number 12. That would be Tyrell and Terrence Marshall.
First down and 10.
First and 10 for the Raiders in there, keeping the jumbo package in there. That's Chambers back to pass. They're going to throw out of it.
Oof.
And it's intended to Devin Wright, the backup tight end. But it's going to fall incomplete and be 2nd and 10. But there is a flag down on the play.
Probably holding. Well, wait a minute. Thrown by the head linesman.
I think you're right, Bob. Or a legal man downfield.
Legal substitution.
Illegal man downfield
Illegal man downfield.
for the Raiders.
No, you're right. It was legal man downfield.
So it's going to be a back him up 5 yards.
Sponsors, Panhandle Pediatric Dentistry.
Navarre's 4th penalty of the first half.
Gardner. Anchored, Solar,
Arthur Fonzarelli used to say, you're right, Bill.
Culver's in Navarre. Subway of Navarre. Mosquito Joe. The Shark Gym. Leanne Hyatt. Bella
So first and 15 for Navarre from their 44.
Rose.
Chambers rolls out to his right. He's going to hit Terrence Marshall, who's going to get the yards back, about 3 of the 5 yards back.
Close to 4.
They'll bring up 2nd and 12.
Second down.
I think Navarre will be certainly happy just to not give the ball back to Mosley. Just drive this thing. They've already done it once. They had an 80-yard scoring drive. Take time off the clock.
Thank you, black sponsors. We greatly appreciate it.
So a gain of 3 to Marshall. 2nd and 12 for the Raiders from their own 48. 4:25 on the clock and running here in the second. 14-7, Mosley on top. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper, but he's not going to keep it for very long. And he's tackled in the backfield by Jordan Whitley. Whiteley, okay.
Go Whiteley in the house. Go Whiteley in the ninth.
Want to make sure he got the proper. It is Whiteley. And it's going to be back to a 3-yard loss, back to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Mosley can pin their ears back. Go. Looks like they're going.
3:45 and running here in the second. Navarre with a 3rd and 15. Chambers going to roll out to his right. He's going to throw back to his intended receiver, Chase Richardson. And it's going to bring up 4th and 15.
Brings up 4th down for the Raiders.
Mosley's blitz package kind of interrupted the rhythm of Navarre that series. Navarre got 1 or 2 first downs, but
Fourth and 15. Percival back to punt. He's going to take a Raider bounce inside the 15, roll inside the 10, all the way down to the 9. So you can chalk that one up inside the 20. Now 46-yard punt for Percival.
Inside the 10-yard line where the Dolphins will take over 1st and 10.
Needless to say, it's very important. Raiders keep them off the scoreboard here.
So 14-7 lead for Mosley with 3:21 on the clock here in the second. Their third possession. They've scored on their first 2 here in the first half. Mosley with 134 yards of total offense. Navarre with 126. But Mosley leading where it counts most, and that's on the scoreboard, 14-7. And I think Coach Whidden's going to call his first time out of the first half.
Timeout. Mosley.
Saw something he didn't like.
See if we got any updates from Niceville. 14-7, Edison on top at halftime.
That hasn't happened very much in the history of Niceville football, trailing at halftime.
14-7. Both teams have called one timeout here in the first half, so both with a couple of timeouts left. Mosley will have 1st and 10 from their own 9 after the nice roll on the punt from Derek Percival.
Don't forget to visit that concession stand.
Ball rests on the right hash mark.
Crowd shows up.
Kind of end over end. Had some kind of forward roll to it.
They're going to send trips to the near side. Empty to the right side.
1st and 10.
Horton in the shotgun or the pistol, whichever you prefer. It's going to be a handoff to the lone back in the backfield, Boyd. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain before he's tackled by Devin Wright, LeVron McKinney, and Hunter Crowder in there as well.
Get that Raider gear.
2nd and 10. Mosley from their own 9. 2:57 and counting here in the first half. Irish Bill, Seminole Bob, what the call? Gator Robbie on the camera tonight. 2nd and 10 for the Gators from their 9. Twins to the near side. Single them up to the right. They're going to throw
Flanker screen.
Flanker screen, but great coverage out there to the outside.
Goes nowhere. Gobbled up by the corner.
Hunter Crowder over there with the tackle. Now is Reddish with the reception, and he looks like he's going to gain 1.
They were hoping that he could break a tackle, and he had nothing but green ahead of him.
3rd and 9 coming up from the Mosley 10. 2:09 and counting here in the first half. 14-7. Mosley on top.
A long 9
Twins to both sides for the Finns.
for the Dolphins.
And feeling pressure. He's going to be
They bring pressure.
going to go down just outside the goal line.
Wow.
Great pressure on the sack. Not seeing who had the sack there.
I think it was 90.
4th down from the 1-yard line.
94.
99, Lemmy Wilson out there.
LeBron.
But it looks like they're going to give it to number 96, Nick Ducati.
Okay.
Nick Ducati on the sack, back all the way to the 2-yard line. Actually, they're going to looks like they're going to spot it at about the 2. So it's going to be a loss of 8 on Horton. It's going to bring up 4th and long for the Finns.
Yeah, Robbie just whispered Navarre did send the house, and a lot of confidence the defensive staff of Navarre has with the single coverage. Wide receiver on this near side did a double move and was open, but with the rollout to the right, it's so hard to throw back across your body.
But the big thing here, Bob, is since they're backed up to the 1,
short
doesn't have much room in the end zone, so it better be a good snap here and a quick snap.
With 1:38 remaining and 2 timeouts, I would play a kick safe and try to get Percival a good return.
To return the punt. Raiders.
He gets it off quick. And it's going to take a Mosley bounce and come to rest at the 37. Raiders going to have the short field on the 36-yard punt.
1st and 10. Raiders.
1st and 10, Navarre.
To go before halftime.
Well, clock now becomes a factor.
Raiders with 1 timeout left. I believe they called one there on that possession to stop the clock, if I remember right.
Yes, timeout, TOL, timeout left on the clock. Scoreboard says 1. Mine like a steel trap, Bill Hamill.
Thank you. I try. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Mosley 37, trailing 14-7 with 1:30 to go in the opening half. Mosley will get the ball to start the second half. Derek Percival is going to get to the outside, still on his feet, and it's going to take a lot more than that to bring him down. He's going to get down inside the 30. They're going to spot the ball at the 30, 27. Should be enough for a Raider first down.
More importantly, he got out of bounds.
They're going to give him 10 yards on the reception. Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Their 10th of the first half. And a 10-yard gain to Percival. They get to the line of scrimmage quickly. 1:22 on the clock and counting. They're going to hit.
Going.
Fastball was incomplete.
Incomplete as they
screen.
tried to hit, looks like they
Percival.
tried to hit Percival on the
Little flanker screen there.
7 of 11 passing here in the first half for 69 yards for Chambers. 53 yards on the ground and a touchdown on 12 carries for the senior QB from Navarre. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders at the Mosley 27, trailing 14-7.
2nd down and 10.
Twins to both sides. Chambers feeling pressure. He's got a receiver. He
got
tried to
hit.
find Richardson, and he took a big hit in the
And
backfield. Hopefully the young Mosley
guy is slow in getting
was
up.
limping a little bit. That would be Chris Jackson. Hope he's okay. He's walking it off. Tough guy there. He said, "You can't take me out, coach." 3rd and 10 for the Raiders.
Usually you see the quarterback be the last one to get up. Not that time.
2nd and 10 for Navarre. Twins to both sides. Richardson, Percival to the near side. And he's going to try to get it to the court out of the backfield. And that's going to bring up 4th and 10.
Incomplete pass. Brings up 4th down.
The court was over here, so they had a receiver over here on the near side. Looked like they were trying to run that little wide receiver or running back screen. 4th and 10 for Navarre at the Mosley 27.
Yeah.
1:04 on the clock, and Mosley on top, 14-7. Trips to the far side, single to the near side. Mosley's been applying a lot of pressure up front from their 3 down linemen and their 4 backers.
Navarre calls their final timeout.
And also checking in tonight from South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. Go Raiders, Terrence and Tyrell Marshall. Thanks, Bill, for the broadcast. Thank you. I believe it's Ed, if I remember right. Thanks, Ed, for checking in tonight from Charleston, South Carolina.
And they both
Navarre ready, Brent.
number 12 made a big open field tackle there on the wide receiver.
Morgan
And
Stanley, Julian
big catch
Candle,
preceding a touchdown by Terrence. So
Plastic engraving. Tomeo Johnson.
Navarre will have a 4th and 10. What do you go with here, Bob?
Michelle
wow,
Johnson.
you're asking me.
You are my color analyst, are you
Yeah,
not?
I am. I
With that colorful shirt that you're wearing.
Yes, I definitely got the mackerel. Holy mackerel.
Holy mackerel.
Holy mackerel.
They're going to send trips
Talk
to the
about
far
Mosley.
side, single to the near side. The court into the backfield to the left of Kyle Chambers. 4th and 10 for Navarre with 1:04 on the clock, trailing 14-7.
Perhaps a corner route here into the end zone.
If he gets enough time.
Exactly.
Bring in that extra blocker to the right side.
Whoa.
And he stays on his feet on the interception. Chambers going to catch him, but I don't think so. Maybe, maybe not. He's going to cut back and go in for the pick 6.
Pass intercepted.
At the about an 82-yard pick 6 for the Dolphins.
Ouch.
And that's number 3, Isaac Paul, with the 82-yard pick 6. And Mosley takes the lead 20-7.
Great job staying on his feet after the interception.
So Mosley gets on the board at the 47-second mark of the second quarter.
Big swing there. Could have easily been a tie game, perhaps. Now find down by 2 touchdowns to very powerful Mosley team.
And that was Isaac Paul on the 82-yard pick 6. Harris in for the extra point, and he's solid.
And it's good.
21-7 Mosley.
Take the momentum. 21-7.
So if Raiders get into Mosley territory, but Mosley takes advantage of the pick 6 and takes a 14-point lead with 47 point. Isaac Paul. Yep, I was right. It's tough to see those numbers sometimes with some of these uniforms. They're kind of bunched together. But it was Isaac Paul with the 82-yard. It's thereabouts 82 yards on the return. And a 21-7 Mosley lead, and they will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
So Lamar Clark getting ready to kick off for the Finns. Clark with the boot. It's going to be a directional kick to right, and he's going to kneel at the 28-yard line where the Raiders will have their last possession of the first half.
Raiders take over.
Raiders will have 45 seconds.
19-yard line. First and 10. 45 seconds left.
Chambers brings the offense out one more time here in the first half as the Raiders trail 21-7. They'll be at their own 18-yard line, and the play clock reads 0, so back the Raiders up 5. So that's going to move the ball back to the 13.
Against the Raiders.
I don't understand that, but have a score from the East, Madison County, leading Suwannee 27-0.
Suwannee is Coach Wall's first high school job.
Yep.
And is also where our photographer, Tammy Peanut Norton, graduated from. And it's her birthday today.
It is.
Happy birthday, Tammy.
Run by Chambers.
Gain of about 7 on the play.
And we missed a play there. Chambers on the run, a gain of 7. Going to bring up second and 8.
Second down and 3 for the Raiders. 36 seconds left before halftime.
He gets out to the 25. That's a bigger gain than that because the 5-yard penalty.
Probably more like 12.
It's going to be a 12-yard gain. And he tries to find Marshall here on the near sideline. Falls incomplete.
Number 2, Terrence Marshall.
The Raiders will have third down and with 30 seconds left on the clock. Raiders trailing 21-7. 30.7 seconds on the clock here. Robots to the far side. Percival and Marshall to the near side. Chambers in the shotgun. Melendez to his right. It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. He's going to get out close to the 30-yard line. Should have a Raider first down out to the 29. Give him 4 yards and a Raider first down.
Gain of 5 on the play. First down, Raiders.
Once they move the chains, though, Bob, but they're going to restart the clock.
Yep, they need to hurry it up here.
21 seconds now running. Down under 10. The Raiders may get one more play off here. They do get one more play. It's going to be a handoff to Melendez. He's going to follow his big offensive line out over the 40, out to the 44-yard line, where it's going to be a gain of 15 for Melendez. And that will take us to the halftime with Mosley on top of Navarre, 21-7. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with our halftime stats.
Raiders 7, Dolphins 21.
If you want to move better, feel better, and live better pain-free, Dr. Paul Britt at Integrative Chiropractic Solutions is the only certified sports chiropractor for Gulf Breeze and Navarre. He can address your sports injuries quickly and effectively, and after only 4 visits on average, with a 96% resolution rate. So give Integrative Chiropractic Solutions a call today at 850-916-9304 or book online at drpaulbritt.com. That's 850-916-9304 or online at drpaulbritt.com. They want to fix you swiftly to get you back in the game.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Great teams have great support. The Navarre Raiders have one of the best support organizations, the Navarre Raiders Quarterback Club. All the members see to it that the Raiders have all available necessities to keep the Raiders on track, whether it's seeing to it that they're properly fed, have good transportation, or making sure that all Raider fans can watch and hear all exciting Navarre Raider football action. The Navarre Raider Quarterback Club is there to make it happen. Thanks, Navarre Raider Quarterback Club, for your support of your winning Navarre Raiders on IrishBillSports.com.
We're going to take it to the field as the Navarre Raider marching band is on the field, so we're going to let you enjoy the halftime entertainment of the Navarre Raider marching band.
Homecoming court here, Bill.
Yeah. We got the homecoming court coming to the center of the field.
I didn't shave, so I'm not in contention.
I meant to tell you that before we went on the air, that you didn't get picked, Bob.
I have to shave my legs. I ain't wearing a dress. We had some scores. Miami Edison at halftime leading Niceville 14-7. Mariana leading Bay 20-0. North Bay Haven over Freeport 14-7. And Gulf Breeze and West Florida tied at 7 at halftime.
Yesterday, in our homecoming pep
We're going to turn it over to the field, Mike,
and
let our public address announcer take over.
Number 93 on the football team, number 1 in your hearts, Mr. Bashad Woodbury.
That would be Mr. Greg Boozer, teacher here at Navarre High School.
Bashad Woodbury picked up his crown. And tonight we're going to find out which of these lovely young ladies who's represented Navarre High School so well will be crowned Homecoming Queen 2021. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome first Miss Emily Kriegel. Emily likes to hang out with her boyfriend outside of school. She also plays on our varsity tennis team and is part of the National Honor Society here at Navarre High School. She is also president of Spanish Club. After high school, she plans on majoring in biology. Emily is supported by her lovely family. Big supporters of Navarre High School. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emily Kriegel. Now please welcome Miss Ainsley Lewis. Ainsley loves surfing and traveling. Outside of school, she also loves to dance, spend time with her 5 dogs. After graduation, Ansley plans to study pre-law. Ansley is also supported by members of her family. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Miss Ansley Lewis. Next, everyone, please welcome Miss Rose Markelson. Rose is a member of our flag football and track teams. She loves hanging out at the beach and being around her friends. Rose also once taught her favorite class in high school was Mr. Booth's human geography class. She's escorted by our very own Mrs. Jennifer Watson. That's former teacher of the year in our high school, Mrs. Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Rose Anderson. Next, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Cheyenne Taylor. Cheyenne enjoys hanging out at the beach, going shopping, and sobbing over her schoolwork. Cheyenne's best friend is her little brother. After graduation, she plans on attending college to pursue a career in medicine and become a doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Miss Cheyenne Taylor. Now, Raiders, please welcome Miss Kitty Wynn. Kitty enjoys weightlifting, baking, and she also makes YouTube videos. She's also a power lifter and a competitive dancer. She is the vice president of our Spanish club here, secretary of our Interact club, and a member of our Inter-Club Council. She is also ranked number 3 in her class. And after graduating, she plans to attend Columbia University to study business management. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Kitty Wynn. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Reagan Young. Reagan enjoys shopping, hanging out with her friends, and going to the beach. Reagan is a soccer player, but she's also a football manager and part of her senior class board. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Miss Reagan Young. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for all of our girls. Miss Emily Kriegel, Ansley Lewis, Rose Markelson, Cheyenne Taylor, Homecoming win. And Reagan Young. All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we crowned Mr. Rashad Woodbury as homecoming queen. And now it's time for us to reveal your homecoming queen. Again, congratulations to our 6 nominees: Emily, Ansley, Rose, Cheyenne, Kitty, and Reagan. And ladies and gentlemen, for 2021 homecoming queen is Miss Rose Michelson. Congratulations to all of our nominees. Thank you for representing our high school. Special congratulations to our king, Rashad, and our homecoming queen, Rose.
So a special night tonight, Bob, for a couple of young Raiders. We'll go ahead and turn down that field mic a little bit now.
Usually my wife's the one that turns the sound down. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Kirsten. Yeah, just special night. My homecoming queen is Anne Marie in my heart. You saw the pictures we posted online. I don't want to diminish Rose's.
A special thank you to
but you know, you have a homecoming queen at your house.
I got a couple of them.
Yeah, you do.
The producer.
Yep. What do you call them? Is it the mother-in-law or is it the senior producer or the executive producer?
I call her Kay.
Okay. No, but I mean your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Her name's Kay also?
Yeah, her middle name is Kay.
Ah, I see.
And if I was to pronounce her first name on the air, I would probably be disowned. So,
again.
So,
Bill Hamill.
Bob,
I haven't asked you this question in a couple weeks.
You know, and I'm ready for it. I'm pretty sure I'm ready for it. Do we put that camera over there on the scoreboard for them
we
so we
sure
know
will.
that, so folks can know how close we are to starting the second half?
We will. 4 minutes and change. What did Jay Wall say?
To
his
you know
troops?
what, you guys, we're moving the ball, but we got to finish.
Yeah.
We got to finish,
Yeah.
and we got to protect up front a little bit better. We were doing well in the first quarter. We got to give Kyle a little bit more time to throw the ball. But we're not out of this game. We've got to make a big defensive stand coming out of the half, and we're right back in this ball game.
They punted the ball one time. Mosley did. We backed them up on a great punt by Percival inside the 9. And Mosley just, probably their worst series of the game, just went ultra conservative and not good play calling, quarterback sack. They punted the ball. A great play by the defensive back for Mosley on the ball. Pass was thrown behind the receiver. Defensive back went for the interception, and he got it. Kept his balance. Wide receiver had a hand on him.
Attention, Navarre Raider students.
And Isaac Paul had that. I had it about an 82-yard return. It looked like it was around the 18-yard line.
And all the craziness of having to go back into the building, your phone is in the press box. It was turned in a little earlier today by some fantastic Raiders. They found it.
But we're 21-7 at the half. Mosley on top.
And it is up here in the press box.
And they'll get the ball to start the second half. We're going to go ahead and head out commercial break. We are a couple of minutes from starting the second half, so we'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
It is up here in the press box. Just come by and identify it.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, before field to fork, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Thinking about selling your property? Call Ursula Householder of Coldwell Banker Realty in Navarre now. The consultation is free, and Ursula uses the best tools the industry has to offer. Her years as a top producer, relocation specialist, and Florida military market specialist will help you get the desired result. If you are buying, Ursula's experience will help you make an informed decision to find the right home for you. And if you mention this advertisement, Ursula will donate $100 to the Navarre Raider Quarterback Club when the deal closes. To find out if you qualify for any of the military rewards, call or text 850-642-5711 or email ursula.householder@cbrealty.com or go to urhouseholderhomes.com. That's urhouseholderhomes.com. Go Raiders!
University Lending Group, located in Harvest Village, is Navarre's local mortgage lender. If buying, selling, or building a dream home is in your future, you need to contact University Lending Group. Jennifer Gomes and Stacy Wright are the loan specialists who have the experience to take you step by step to make your buying, building, or selling experience smooth. See University at 752 Navarre Parkway, Suite 56, or call 850-396-0322.
Welcome back to Bennett C. Russell Stadium, and we're at the half, 21-7, Mosley on top. Your scoring plays in the first half. Mosley got on the board at the 5:44 mark, a 30-yard run out of the Wildcat by Josiah McCall, and the kick was good by Harris. 7-0 Mosley. Navarre would answer right back at 4 seconds to go in the first quarter. A 6-yard keeper by Chambers ties it at 7 on the extra point by Devin Wright. It was all Mosley in the second quarter on the scoreboard. 8:21 mark, a 3-yard run by Horton, then an 82-yard interception return by Isaac Paul. And Harris was good on both of his kicks. 21-7 is your score at the half.
Had some scores from around the area, Bill.
Go for it.
Madison County over on Eastern Time defeated Swanee 27-0. Gadsden County in the second quarter leads Pensacola Catholic 12-7. Pace leading Monroe Day. Pace is our opponent next week. At the half, 17-7. Milton shutting out Pensacola High at half, 21-0. On the Battle of Highway 4, Baker at the half leads 28-6. I mentioned Gulf Breeze in West Florida knotted at 7 at halftime.
Good, solid game there. Gulf Breeze and both those teams having a good season.
Yep. North Bay Haven leaving Freeport 14-0 at the half. Mariana over Bay at the half, 20-0. South Walton 14, Port St. Joe 14 at the half. John Paul II leading Graceville 42-0 at halftime.
Wow.
Bluntstown, I'm not going to ever go against Coach Bowe.
Niceville just ties it up in the third quarter, 14-14, Miami Edison and Niceville.
They must have got the second half kick possession. Bluntstown, 52-20 in the third quarter.
That surprises me.
Over North
But
Florida
nothing
Christian.
surprises me with Coach Bo Johnson.
That's a home game. He hadn't had too many. And Wakulla shutting out Jefferson County 38-0. McClay leading Weewaw 31-22. So far, not good to be a Gator.
No.
Except if you're Baker.
First half stats. Navarre's 7 of 15 passing for Kyle Chambers for 69 yards. And he also has 69 yards rushing and a score for Mosley. Pretty balanced attack. 127 yards of offense, 80 through the air, 47 on the ground. 39 yards receiving for McCall, 40 yards for Pittman. And the leading ground carry with a 30-yard touchdown run is Josiah McCall.
Next week, speaking of alumni, Michael Carter gets to go to London across the Atlantic and play a game in London Stadium. I think it's the Falcons and the Jets.
It's a bloody touchdown.
A bloody touchdown. That's when...
And congratulations to Michael on his first NFL touchdown last week. Doesn't surprise me any. There'll be many more to come out of that young man.
No doubt. He's...
Miss Jenna Warren.
James and Emily Thomas checking in from Wyoming once again tonight. Thanks for making it possible. Thank you. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. 14-14, Miami Edison and Niceville. Taylor Gardner to kick off for the Raiders here.
Start the second half.
And our friend Joe Settle has just about the best seat in the house in that game.
And it's a line drive coming to rest at the 17. And a nice return. And into Raider territory at the 46-yard line. And Isaac Paul is having himself a night.
To about the 45-yard line where they'll have the first and 10.
You can't coach speed, Bill.
That you cannot. And Isaac Paul with the return to the 45 of Navarre from his own 17. So a 38-yard return for Paul. And Dolphins will have the short field at the Raider 45 as we just start the second half. Mosley with the 21-7 lead.
Probably the most important defensive series here for Navarre this season. This is a non-district game,
Takes the field.
but Coach Walls and his kids and staff have a lot of pride here.
First and 10 for the Dolphins at the Raider 45, 11:51 on the clock. Just starting the second half here in Bennett C. Russell Stadium. It's going to be a handoff. There is a flag on the play. Actually, it's going to be a keeper by Horton. He's going to step out of bounds at the 44-yard line. He's going to gain one, but there is a flag on the play.
I think we had a little motion in the backfield.
Waiting for the call from the white hat.
Looks like it's going to be an illegal shift.
Illegal shift against Mosley.
The Dolphins
Only their second penalty of the night for 10 yards.
They played nearly flawless football. You know, Horton wears number 13 a la Dan Marino. Almost
So first and 15. The ball is sniffing the 50-yard line right now. First and 15 for the Dolphins. Horton back to pass. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got some room to run. And he's going to hit his receiver. Nice pass there on the run, and he finds his receiver out there, Randy Pittman. 12-yard gain. It's going to bring up second and 3.
Pittman just rolled with the quarterback. Ran parallel.
I like this offense that Mosley's running here. A lot of mixing it up.
Yeah.
It's going to be second and 3 for the Dolphins at the Raider 38. It's going to be the keeper to Horton. He's got to have enough for a first down inside the 35, down to the 33. Give him 4 yards and a Dolphin first down.
Yeah, he says, I could run like Kyle Chambers. He hadn't had too many successful runs tonight. That one was for a Dolphin first
McKinney in for Max Smith. Lemmy Wilson and Ducati up there on the front line. It's going to be a handoff to Boyd. Boyd's going to get down to the 30, but he fumbles up the ball. No, that ball is on the defender's back.
Oh, no.
Ball pops out, but it's after.
He was still on the defender's back.
That is not down.
Second down and 8.
I guess we're even, huh?
Yeah, we're even. Give him 2 yards on the carry.
Except that one was.
But the running back was still on the Raiders' back and not touched the turf yet.
He's not down.
2nd and 8 for the Dolphins at the Raider 31. Horton looks over to the sideline, gets the play call. Horton back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's going to take off, and he's going to take off and run. Nice nifty move, still on his feet. And he's going to get knocked out of bounds inside the 15. They're going to spot the ball at the 12-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of 19 for Horton and a Dolphin first down. Some nifty running there by the QB from Mosley High.
Yeah.
1st and 10 at the Raider 12. Dolphins marching right down the field to start the second half, trying to build on that 21-7 lead. Gene Short checking in from LaGrange, Georgia. Thanks for checking in, Gene. It's going to be Boyd with the handoff. He's going to get inside the Raider 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 7.
Mosley offensive line winning the front right now.
They're going to spot the ball at the 8, so give him 4 on the carry. Second and a short 6 for the Dolphins at the Raider 8 with 9 minutes on the clock and counting here in the third. Mosley up on top, 21-7, and looking for more. It's going to be a handoff to Boyd. He breaks one tackle, gets down to the 5, inside the 5, down to just inside the 5. Give him 3 yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That's 3rd and right at 3, so they need to get down to the 3-yard line for a first down. So 3rd and 3 for the Dolphins at the Raider. They're going to spot that. That was a kind of a bad spot. They spotted it right to 5, and he was inside the 5.
Mosley brings in an extra lineman.
3rd down and 3.
So they got 7 on the offensive line. 2 receivers, 1 to each side.
Running the Wildcat.
And it's going to be the Wildcat to Pittman. He's going to have a Dolphin first down, it looks like. It's going to be a 4-yard gain. And that is actually Randy Pittman on the.
Got a Raider down. Yeah, that non-fumble really hurt.
It's going to be a 4-yard gain for Pittman. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Dolphins at the Raider 1. (21-7) is your score here. They're at the end of 3 in Niceville's tied at 14.
I smell overtime all over that game. A tweet came from Niceville, perhaps the biggest game since the semifinal game where they hosted the Dreadnoughts. That would be Lakeland, I believe.
Well, last year they hosted Edgewater.
Yeah.
And lost on a last-second field goal that hit the crossbar and goes over.
Yeah.
Lost 30-28.
I think the reason why they said that, I think the Dreadnoughts in that time was ranked.
Lakeland, oh my gosh.
Lakeland, in the USA Today top 25.
I believe that's the team that had 7 players from that school all signed with the Florida Gators. The Pouncey brothers were on that Lakeland team.
Yeah.
You remember that Lakeland team, don't you there, Robbie? The Pounceys?
The Pounceys? One
Yep.
still playing in the
Give it up for that
NFL.
young man.
Who we got coming off the field there? Is that Tyrell?
30,
Or is that number 12 or is that number 32?
32.
I believe that's number 12. That's Tyrell Marshall
First and goal for the Dolphins.
being carried off the field. Hopefully he's going to be okay. It's going to be first and goal for the Dolphins. Don't like to see anybody get hurt, but this is a contact sport and with a lot of sudden stops. First and goal from the 1 for the Dolphins. Pittman and the Wildcat.
He didn't get in. No.
And they're going to give it to him.
Oh, wow.
And from 1 yard out, the right side judge comes in and holds up touchdown Dolphins. And that is Pittman on the keeper out of the Wildcat. So the Dolphins take the opening drive of the second half, and they move the ball down the field in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. And they extend their lead to 27-7 pending the extra point. Harris in for the extra point. And it's good.
Dolphins extend the lead.
28-7. Mosley over Navarre. Looks like Niceville has gotten back on the board to take the lead at 21-14.
Niceville.
Niceville just took the lead, it looks like. Azarie Thomas with the touchdown. The younger brother of Wanye Thomas. But making a name for him, making a name of his own.
You know who's leading in the Arch Manning sweepstakes, don't you?
McDonald's. Arch. I know.
Bill. Alabama.
Really?
Number 2, Clemson.
I would put my money on Texas.
Number 3, Texas.
Clark with the kickoff, toe on leather. It's a high end over end kick that's going to come down on the 8 yard line. Terrence Marshall underneath it, and he's going to be met at the 20 after a 13-yard return. Raiders will have first and 10 from the 20.
Our defensive back, Marshall, looks like they're working on his ankle.
Raiders trailing by 21. They have not found themselves in this predicament in a long time, Bob.
Yeah. It's been...
Chambers brings the offense back out. Percival and Marshall to the near side. The court to the right of Kyle Chambers. First and 10 Raiders from their own 20. 7:38 on the clock. It's going to be a handoff. Actually, a keeper by Chambers. And he's going to get out over the 25, out to the 27. Give him 7 yards and a 2nd and 3 coming up for Navarre.
Well, Jay Wall's teams have come back from bigger deficits. And
the Crestview game.
Yep. They put 62 up.
2nd and 3 for the Raiders from their 27. It's going to be handoff to DeCourty as a Raider first down over the 30, out to the 31. Give the little rugger 4 yards and a Raider first down.
Gain of 4. First down.
Hardy out. Robus in. He's going to split out to the left with Marshall. Percival on the near side. First and 10, Navarre from their 31. And the official gets in the way, but he's part of the field.
Yeah, you've got to work your way around. Richardson, was that Richardson on the...
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 on the incompleted pass.
I remember umpiring baseball one time, and a foul popped right over my head, and the catcher got mad at me because it hit me right on top of the head. And I said, I got to be somewhere. The umpire has to be somewhere.
It's going to be Chambers on the keeper. A nice gain over the 40, still on his feet. And a gain out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 12 and a Raider first down.
Official timeout. Water break.
Water break, and we'll take a break along with them at 6:27 of the third quarter. Mosley 28, Navarre 7. We'll be right back.
If you want to move better, feel better, and live better pain-free, Dr. Paul Britt at Integrative Chiropractic Solutions is the only certified sports chiropractor for Gulf Breeze and Navarre. He can address your sports injuries quickly and effectively, and after only 4 visits on average, with a 96% resolution rate. So give Integrative Chiropractic Solutions a call today at 850-916-9304 or book online at drpaulbritt.com. That's 850-916-9304 or online at drpaulbritt.com. They want to fix you swiftly to get you back in the game.
Back at Benny C. Russell Stadium for homecoming. Navarre trailing 28-7. They have first down at their own 43 with 6:27 on the clock. Trailing 28-7. Chambers in the shotgun, twins to both sides. Hand off to DeCourt. He's going to go off left tackle before he's met by 3 Dolphins, led by Chris Jackson. He's going to get out to the 45. Give him 2 yards on the carry.
The Mosley defenders really attack the ball. They really fly to the ball. That's why Navarre has tried draws and screens. Some of the screens just haven't worked. Just too quick.
Second and 8 for the Raiders from their own 46. 5:45 on the clock here in the third. Chambers back to pass. He rolls out to his right. And he is going to be almost picked again. That one went off the hands of Jarvis Fennell. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Got off to a hot start, but having a little bit of trouble finding his receivers here over the last part of the second quarter and into the third.
He hadn't had much time to throw the ball. The linebacker is reading the play fake, and then just so much speed, putting lots of pressure on the quarterback. Look for a pass play here. Navarre calls timeout.
Timeout. Raiders.
Raiders going to take a timeout.
Yeah,
we're going to stay right here.
This is a big play right here.
See if we can go over to Florida High School FloridaHighSchoolFootball.com and hit the scoreboard. You got it up there, Bob?
I think so. Let's see. Refresh. 21-19 Andalusia over Crestview. Niceville, as Bill mentioned, leading Edison 21-14. McClay leading Weewaw 31-30 in the fourth quarter.
Arnold over Rutherford 14-0.
Pine Forest over Baker, Alabama.
Bluntstown blowing out North Florida Christian 58-26. And 28-7 is your score here. 3rd and 8 for the Raiders from their own 46. Chambers in the shotgun, twins to both sides.
That's a fumble.
And the Raiders are going to recover it on the sack. Recovered by the Raiders offensive lineman.
Left end beat the right tackle.
Going to be a loss of 8 on the play.
Blindsided Kyle.
And the Raiders going to send Percival in to punt. Very impressed with this Mosley team on both sides of the ball.
Fourth down and about 15.
So far, compare Mosley to West Florida.
Percival with a quick kick.
Flag on the
And
play.
the official's going to get one of the Mosley coaches trying to play official himself on the far sideline.
Either that or it's a sideline warning. Sideline warning.
Sideline warning
Yeah.
against the Dolphins.
Punt's going to go out of bounds at the 42 of Mosley.
So about the 42-yard line.
So a 25-yard punt for Percival. He had to get that one off pretty quick.
Yep. Compare West Florida and Mosley, Bill.
I think Mosley a little bit better at passing the ball, and I think they have just a little bit more athletes than West Florida. Both sides of the ball. I like both teams on both sides of the ball, but I think Mosley's got a little bit more offensive firepower than West Florida does.
And off the right side, gain of 1. They'll bring up second down and 9 for the Dolphins.
Boyd on the carry, getting 1, bring up second and 9.
West Florida in a dogfight, 7-7 at the splash pad.
The splash zone over there.
Yep.
Second and 9 for the Finns at their own 43. 4:36 on the clock. Up 28-7 here on the road. Horton back to pass. He's got a receiver downfield, and it's going to be almost broken up, but it's almost intercepted, but falls harmlessly to the turf. Marvin Sactalin with the pass defended.
Well, they
brings up third down and 9.
Trying to pick on Tyrell's replacement.
That would be Ian Sones. No, actually, that's Marvin Sactalin, number 25.
Tyrell sitting up, kind of favoring his ankle. Not in as much pain as he was earlier.
Third and a long 9 for the Dolphins from their own 43. 4:25 on the clock in the third. And a 28-7 Dolphin lead here, and they're going to call their first timeout of the second half.
So Notre Dame travels to Blacksburg tomorrow.
A tough place to play. One of my favorite traditions, the enter the Sandman prior to each of their home games.
And not too far away in North Carolina, Chapel
Hill.
Chapel College. Chapel College hosts, University of North Carolina hosts Florida State. Seminoles.
Fresh off their 33-30 win and a late field goal.
Well, you know what Coach says. That's why they play the game. Frankly, I don't see a close game. I think Notre Dame's got a lot to prove tomorrow.
Third down and 9 for the Dolphins. Raiders defense looking to make a big stop here.
They've got an edge on them.
Crestview has tied Andalusia 21-21.
Let's hear it.
Third and 9 for the Dolphins from their own 43.
Shuttle pass.
Shuffle pass.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be a 2-yard loss.
Brings up fourth down and 11.
It's going to be incomplete.
Yeah.
That's one advantage of the shuffle pass. If he drops it, it's not a fumble, it's an incomplete pass. So that's going to bring up 4th and 9, and the Raiders forcing the Dolphins to punt for only the second time in tonight's contest.
So, yeah, if I was Mosley, I'd go ahead and punt this ball. Don't do anything silly like a fake punt, giving Navarre any kind of momentum. Low snap.
Beautiful punt.
Yeah.
Fair catch at the 29. Actually at the 19. It's going to be fielded at the the 22-yard line.
20-yard line. The 1st and 10. Raiders at about the 22.
The Raiders will have 1st and 10. Trying to, the defense makes a stop. It's time for the offense to pick it up and get the ball rolling once again.
Yep. Ever since first quarter.
Blountstown scores again, 65-26. Bo, that close loss last week to Holmes County, he's taking it out on North Florida Christian this week.
And I can't believe they dressed that many kids. So
1st and 10 for the Raiders from the 22. And the court's going to lose a couple of yards, actually about 4 yards on the play, 2nd and 14.
Brings up 2nd down and 15.
There was 4 Dolphins in the backfield with just waiting for DeCourt. And when he made his cut, he slipped on the turf. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 for Navarre. 3:30 on the clock here in the third. 28-7 Mosley on top. Feaster's in. He's going to, and he puts the ball on the ground.
Mosley comes up with it.
He's going to get out to the 26. Give Hunter Feaster into the ball game for the first time tonight. Give him 8 yards on the play. Got to protect that ball.
Yeah, I don't know if this was planned or on that blindside hit was Kyle. He kind of favored his hand coming off the field after the last series. Hopefully this is just a rotation.
3rd and 7 for the Raiders from their own 26. Feaster back to pass. And he's going to get sacked back at the 24-yard line.
Tackle for a loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Their linebackers have been very, very active tonight. And their secondary.
That's going to send the Raiders punt team back out.
This is what Mosley does, just wear you down.
Fourth time punting tonight for Percival. Standing on his own 10-yard lane, waiting for the long snap. And it's blocked. And they're going to get great field position inside the Raider 10.
By the Dolphins. The 1st and goal.
Yeah.
Inside the 5.
And the Dolphins are going to have great field position inside the Raiders 10 on the block punt.
Kind of a high snap. Didn't have too much time. Surprised Mosley went for the block instead of trying to get good field position, but they got good field position anyway.
Blountstown on the board again, 71-26. It's going to be on the keeper.
What was the over on that? 100 points?
They like to use Pittman in the Wildcat once they get inside the 10. He doesn't pick up anything there. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Actually give him 1 yard on the carry. 2nd and goal from the Raider 5. Horton back in. He's going to roll out to his right.
There's a hold.
And there's a hold right in front of the white hat.
Penalty marker on the play.
That was on the.
That was on Sebastian Melendez. It was against the guy that he was trying to get by.
Well, yeah. The running back that's
Pittman.
Pittman, yeah.
Only their 3rd penalty of the night. A spot foul from the 10, so they'll move it out to the 20.
Yep.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 20.
From the spot of the foul is going to back him up.
It's one that you can't.
Replay 2nd down.
You can't ignore when it's right in front of you.
2nd and goal from about the 20.
South Walton and Port St. Joe tied at 14 there. Pine Forest 28, Baker, Alabama 14. Walton ahead of Bozeman 21-14. Second and goal for the Dolphins from the Raider 20.
Nice pass.
And almost caught in the end zone, but it's going to fall incomplete. Great coverage back there by Hunter Crowder, I believe. Or is that 22? That's actually 22. That would be Derek Percival.
Brings up third down and goal from the 22-yard line.
So third and goal from the Raider 22. 1:01 on the clock here in the third.
Third down.
Horton in the shotgun. They're going to call timeout, their second of the third quarter.
Running out of time. Smart play.
Head back to the scoreboard. Crestview Andalusia tied at 21. Baker over Jay 35-6 in the third quarter. Pace over Monroe Day 24-14 third quarter. Sneeze over Patala Charter 27-0. Washington over Tate 24-7. At the half still, Gulf Breeze in West Florida tied at 7. Milton over Pensacola 21-0 at the half. Gadsden County over Catholic 12-7. Arnold over Rutherford 14-0. Wakulla a final. Actually, that is a final. Arnold over Rutherford. Wakulla over Jefferson County 45-0. Madison County over Suwannee 27-0. McClay over Weewa 31-30. Rickards over Godby 21-16.
Crestview takes the lead against Andalusia. 27-21.
Here we go, Raider Nation. Third down and goal from the 22.
Twins to both sides. Single back to the left of Horton is Boyd. Horton back to pass. And he falls incomplete. He'll bring out fourth and goal from the 22.
Yeah, wide receiver's wide open on there. Some kind of bested coverage. Horton threw to a spot.
They're going to bring Harris out for a 39-yard field goal attempt.
What's the longest field goal? Didn't we have that?
Last year for Navarre's record was broken by Preston Penton. A 47-yard field goal last year.
Okay.
This will be a 39-yarder. The ball will be spotted at the 29. That's a low kick.
Blocked.
And the Raiders block the kick. So the defense holds.
Yep.
Mosley has a first and goal at the 8.
First one off the field right there. 21.
31.
21.
21 would be Deuce Ned.
Deuce got the block. Came off the edge. Good penetration. Laid out.
So the Raiders defense stands to once again.
Yep.
46 seconds to go in the third.
You wonder if that's the quarterback for Mosley's last series.
Chambers back in.
Fumble. Nope. Oof. DeCourt.
DeCourt, he's going to lose. He's going to lose 4 yards once again. The Raiders kind of going backwards right now.
Big Bubba's look tired. Not very many nights you see them allow penetration.
Robots in for Hardy. Could have one more play here in the third quarter. 28-7, Mosley on top of Navarre here on homecoming night. Irish Bill with Seminole Bob and Gator Robbie on the camera tonight. Second and 14, a long 14 for the Raiders. It's going to be Chambers back to pass.
Oh.
And he's going to get sacked all the way back inside the 10, back to the all the way back to the 9.
That's going to do it for the third quarter.
It's going to be a loss of 12.
Raiders 7.
And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. We'll take a break at the end of 3. Mosley 28 and Navarre 7 here on IrishBillSports.com.
strong work ethic, takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire the right person. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills with the right jobs from the production floor to the front office. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Back at Bennessee Russell Stadium, we start the fourth quarter, 28-7, Mosley on top. The Raiders need third and a country mile here, 3rd and 27. Inside their own 10, back to the 9. And Mosley keeps sending. That's going to be a handoff, the delayed draw to the court. He's going to get out over the 11 to the 12-yard line, give him 3 yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and long.
Not much offense here in the second half for Navarre.
And
a late flag.
Navarre is losing their cool, getting frustrated. It was unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah.
Whitehead with the call here. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Navarre.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Raiders.
Be half the distance to the goal.
4th down.
Move the ball back to the 4. Actually, they're going to spot the ball at the 6. I thought he marked off a little bit more
yards. Yeah, he has big feet.
A couple more yards for Percival to get the ball off here.
Nice punt.
A high punt, but it's going to be a short one. Oh. It's going to take a Mosley bounce all the way back to the 26-yard line.
Wow.
So a 21-yard punt. And Mosley has great field position at the Raider 26.
Will take over at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line. It's been a short field for the Dolphins here in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can't give a good team. They're 6-0 for a reason. Have they played strong teams? Well, in my mind, 4 of the 6 were not very strong. But win's a win, and you score 42 points.
1st and 10 at the Raider 25. 11:38 on the clock. 28-7. Mosley on top. It's going to be a handoff to Boyd. He's going to go off left tackle. He's going to get 2 yards down to the 23. 2nd and 8 for the Dolphins coming up.
We talk about punting in the Rams NFL game last night against the Seahawks. Seahawks blocked a punt. The punter picked it up, ran to his left like he was going to run for a 1st down, stopped, and punted it again.
New rule. As long as you do not cross the line of scrimmage,
That's
you
right.
are eligible to punt again.
Yeah. I saw that, and I'm going.
But it did look like he crossed the line of scrimmage, though.
Yeah. I didn't know what the rule was.
2nd and a long 7 for the Dolphins from the Raider 23. It's going to be a handoff to Boyd. He's going to cut back and close to a Dolphin 1st down to the 15. And he should have enough there, Bob.
Navarre going for the strip.
1st down, Dolphins.
The Dolphins content just to keep the ball on the ground, eat clock up.
A final in Niceville. Niceville holds on for a 21-14 victory. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the Raider 15. It's going to be Boyd off left tackle once again. Down inside the 13, down to about the the 12. Give him 3 yards, and there's a late flag on the play, but I think we're going to have a holding.
Or illegal block, one or the other.
Holding against Mosley. They'll back him up 10 yards.
You know, I mentioned, Bill, last night we played, Emerald Coast played Baker in a semifinal middle school football game. Baker, the middle school kids run just about the same formations and plays as their older brethren. A lot of misdirection.
And off up the middle.
Looks like he's going to get down to about the 18-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of 7.
Gain of 7 on the play brings up second down and 13.
For Boyd. So second and 13 coming up for the Dolphins on the 7-yard gain by Casey Boyd. (28-7), Mosley on top of Navarre here on homecoming night. 9:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Horton back to pass. He's going to roll out to his left, looking for a receiver. Going to throw in the end zone. It's going to be a big hit in the end zone by the Raiders secondary.
And that's what Navarre needed to do is ball hawk. They have not done that tonight.
A big hit there in the secondary by Navarre. I believe that was Hunter Crowder. Because he was open right along the sideline there on the far side. And a big hit from Hunter Crowder.
By the way, little solace for Florida State fans. The NCAA is this is not fake news. NCAA is investigating Jacksonville State for using an illegal player in the game against Florida State. So don't know if that win will be vacated or not.
Pace on top of Monroe Day, 30-21 in the fourth quarter. Gulf Breeze just takes the lead in the third quarter on West Florida, 10-7.
Has Blountstown scored another touchdown?
Final, 72-33. Blountstown over North Florida Christian. Did you have the over at 104?
I had the under on under 100.
Okay.
That's like a basketball score.
Yeah. Coach Bo bringing the offense out tonight.
You think?
Third down and 13.
Third and 13 for the Dolphins at the Raider 18-yard line. 9:09 on the clock. 28-7. Mosley on top here in the fourth quarter. He's going to throw a deep fade route. And it's good coverage there by Percival. He does make the catch, but he's out of the back of the end zone. And he'll bring up fourth down, 4th and 13.
Pass falls incomplete. Out of bounds. Fourth down and 13.
So Niceville wins a close one at home. That's unusual, the closeness of the games at home games. I think that will bode them well when they get into the playoffs, playing tough competition.
So Niceville moves to 6-0 on the season, I believe, or 7-0 on the season.
7-0, yeah.
Dolphins offense stays on the field. Fourth down and 13.
Mad props on me because that Miami Edison comes up from Miami. That's going to be a big strength of schedule. I mean, because they're in the top 3 in Class 3A.
Dolphins.
Absolutely.
The Dolphins take their last time out of the game. The old bones ain't what they used to be.
Gosh. I got to do more standing tomorrow. I'll be over in Panama City.
I'll be driving to Birmingham.
We're going in opposite directions.
Yeah, we are. I'm going up to Miles College's homecoming game tomorrow with Brady.
Okay.
And I are going to drive up and catch up with a few old friends and Brady's old teammates.
Is the producer going?
Long story. I cannot talk about that one.
Okay. That's all right.
After the game, I'll converse with you on that one.
Yeah. I'm going to the swim meet tomorrow by myself.
South Walton takes the lead on a field goal, 17-14 over Port St. Joe. And
Navarre's had a long night.
Mosley keeping the offense on the field. 9:02 on the clock, 4th and 13.
Well, they had a blocked field goal, so
Horton back to pass. And he's going to go down on the sack. And that's Ducati with his second sack of the night. A loss all the way back to the 30.
Where's
a
he
loss
been?
of 12.
Holy cow.
Ducati with his second sack of the night.
1st and 10.
Horton.
So despite the short field, on the last 3 possessions, Mosley has not done anything with it.
Yeah, they're running the football.
So the Raiders are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Kyle Chambers back in. 8:18 on the clock. And running here in the 4th. Navarre trailing at home 28-7. Richardson goes in motion from left to right. Reese goes in motion. Hand off to DeCourt up the middle. Back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Hand off up the middle.
Officially, Navarre with 3 yards in the second half.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, credit Mosley defense. They've really turned up the heat.
That front 7 has been solid all night long for Mosley.
2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Raiders. Chambers back to pass. He's feeling pressure. And he delivers the hit.
Yep.
He doesn't wait for them to hit him. Kyle Chambers showing a lot of gumption there. He gets the ball out to the 37. They're going to spot the ball at the 36, so give him, let's call him 5. So 3rd and 5 on a 5-yard carry by Chambers.
Why wait for the hit, Bill?
He delivered it.
I bet you were like that.
I was not much of a football player, to be honest with you, Bob. I was a small guy, 5'6", 135 pounds.
And the point is?
I enjoyed watching my brother play.
Oh, okay. Another interception.
Another interception. This one by Jarvis Fannell. And he returns it 8 yards to the Raider 25-yard line.
Well, my Yankees are out of the playoffs. Your White Sox
are about ready to be.
Got handed it to them by the Asteroids.
1st and 10 Dolphins.
Joe Settle checking in on his way home. What an exciting game over there for you, Joe.
Oh, wow.
21-14. Niceville rallies in the second half. Score 14 unanswered.
So he was on the chain crew. He was on the visitor's side.
So short field for the Dolphins again.
I think encroachment.
I think it's going to be encroachment against the Raiders.
That head linesman has really been throwing flags right after coach's staff of Mosley in his ear. You gotta tune them out, gentlemen. Tune them out and just call the game.
1st and 5 for the Dolphins at the Raider 20. 7:05 on the clock and a 28-7 Mosley lead.
Tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5.
We're gonna say
no gain there for Boyd.
Big thank you to the Navarre High School Quarterback Club. Something I did not know before home games. A bunch of the parents come out here and they do the field lining and stenciling.
I knew that.
You knew that.
Yep.
You were a quarterback club member.
I was. 2nd and 5 for the Dolphins at the Raider 20. 6:28 counting. It's going to be handoff to Boyd up the middle. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. +1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Dolphins. Actually, not much offense by either team here in the second half. Other than the opening drive by Mosley to score, there's not been much offense here in the second half. Pensacola Catholic takes the lead over Gadsden County, 21-18 in the third. 3rd and 5.
Jet sweep. Not going to get it.
He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. First carry of the night for Ross. They're going to give him a yard. Bring up 4th and 4 for the Dolphins. Clock continues to run here in the 4th.
That's the pursuit we saw in the Leon game. First time I've seen tonight, Mosley doesn't use a lot of motion. They just come at you and whack you. And that time they did use a jet sweep. Navarre.
Marianne over Bay, 34-14. 4th down for the Dolphins. Horton back to pass. He's got a receiver wide open at the 13.
Just inside the 15-yard line.
And Horton got whacked.
It's going to be a gain. That one goes to Austin Carter, his first catch of the night.
Get ready, ladies.
A gain of 5.
Recognize those Raider cheerleaders.
So how would you rate the Navarre defense tonight? I know they're on the losing end of a 28-7 game.
Well, the defense has only given up 21. And it could be a lot more. The second half, I'm very impressed with the Raider defense.
What grade would you give them?
They have given Mosley the short field on 4 different possessions and have not allowed a point in those 4 possessions. I would give him a solid B plus in the second half.
Now
you're used to giving grades, being a teacher.
Yes, we're at the end of the 9 weeks. The kids, we went to school. The kids were off, and that's all I did was sit in front of a computer screen like you usually do. Offensive grades have a lot to do with what the defensive does to you. So.
1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the Raider 13. 4:55 on the clock. It's going to be a handoff to Boyd. He's going to cut back and take a big hit from the Raiders linebacker core at the 9. It's going to be a gain of 4. But it's Leveron McKinney and Christian Caballero on the tackle after a gain of 4 by Boyd.
Yeah, offensively, maybe a C minus. A lot of it had to do with the speed and penetration that Mosley was getting.
I want to thank the Pastor B. Mike for checking in. So, Dolphins fan, we like Dolphin fans too here.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a handoff to Boyd off left tackle once again. He's tackled by Devin Wright. Down at the 7, a gain of 2.
Very impressed with your ball club, sir. I see them making a pretty deep run. As long as players, God willing, can stay healthy. You've got a field leader and a quarterback. Horton is very solid. Speed all over the field, both sides of the football. Pretty good offensive line.
3rd and 4. 3rd and a short 4 for the Dolphins at the Raiders 7. It's going to be a nice defensive pursuit there by the Raiders. It's going to be a 2-yard loss. I believe that was Sebastian Melendez on the tackle for loss.
Seems like fourth quarter is up in all Mosley's possession.
We're down to 3 minutes to go here. 28-7 Mosley. See if the Raiders defense can make one more stand here. Pace on top now 37-21. Pensacola on the board, 21-7 there.
4th down and 6.
Rashad Woodbury in the game for Navarre on defense.
Homecoming king. Handoff to Boyd's going to get back the 2 yards that he lost, and the Raiders will take over on downs.
Rashad is senior.
Mosley with 71 yards of offense, and 54 of that was on that opening drive. And the Raiders with 3 yards of offense. Actually, they have now moved that up to 8 yards of offense.
There you go. Obviously, you're down by 21, and in most games you'd be throwing the ball, but, boy, Kyle has been running for his life a lot of time on the pass plays.
Reese goes in motion. Chambers back to pass. He's got a receiver wide open.
Oh.
And it would have been 6, but he threw it about 4 yards over his head.
Calvin Stubbs, senior wide out, getting some rep here. Mosley, secondary, the safety's been in the game the whole time, so it's not like their second string or third string.
And Navarre is 0 for 9 on their last 9 pass attempts. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders from their own 7. Chambers back to pass. He's feeling pressure.
Oh.
He's going to go down for a safety. And that's going to take the score to 30-7.
The Dolphins get a safety.
At the 2:20 mark of the 4th. The defense scores for the second time for Mosley tonight.
Little extracurricular. We just had a safety on you in front of the Navarre bench. Not very sportsmanlike. You're a good football team, Mosley. We're not going to bite into that childish behavior. I'm sorry. I wish official had seen that. He was doing some of that dancing, too, that the coach was doing before the game.
So the Raiders will have the choice to either punt from the 20 or kick off from the 20.
What did Brady like to do?
He did either one.
As far as on safeties.
Kicking was his forte. But, he had a 66-yard punt on the JV team his junior year. And
but when he got in a situation where he had a choice after a safety.
I think he would rather kick.
Yeah. Well, if you've got a punter who can whale it when you don't have a rush, then by all means.
Especially one with decent hang time.
Yep.
Percival getting ready to put toe on leather, I believe. Or is that Taylor Gardner? They didn't even blow the play live, so the Raiders will be kicking off one more time. Still can't believe Bluntstown put up 72 points tonight. And I think I actually took North Florida. No, I don't think I can't remember who I took.
You said 71, and they had not kicked the extra point.
I'll tell you here in a second. Darn. That's what I get for picking against Coach Bo.
I think I did too, didn't I?
A kickoff at the 38-yard line, met by a host of Raiders special teams players.
Takes it up to about the 48, 10-yard return.
LeBron McKinney,
First and 10.
Nick Ducati,
Penalty marker on the play.
Lemmy Wilson going in on the front three. Were you surprised Navarre did not come out with 4 down linemen and try to get more of a presence in the game rather than change their traditional 3-4?
Well, I don't think it really mattered on this night. Mosley, as they've shown, that
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Dolphins is going to back them up.
penalty against Mosley.
Ball at the 34.
Well, that's
First and 10.
the first of a couple that I know Navarre got flagged for mouthing off. You got to keep your cool. The tenor of a true athlete and young man, how do you handle things when the chips are down?
I agree. It's going to be a handoff to the new back in there. That is Ferdinand Chima.
Gain of about 3 brings up second down and 7.
Looks like they got their backup quarterback in 15. Trey Coker, a junior. I wonder if he's related to the young man that used to be a quarterback at Florida State. I think he ended his career at Alabama.
Second and 6 for the Dolphins from their 38. 1:36 on the clock here in the fourth. Mosley on top, 30-7. Running as much as a play clock as possible. It's going to be a handoff to Chima once again, and he's going to be close to a first down. I think he's going to be about a yard short there. 3rd and 1 as we're down to 72 ticks on the clock.
If anyone found a set of keys to a Toyota, bring it to the press
Pace
box.
up 44-21.
Extra set of keys laying around anywhere.
Gulf Breeze still on top, 10-7. This will be 3rd and short for the Dolphins from their own 44-yard line. They just need to get across the 44 for the first down. Under a minute to play. And he's going to back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Bring out 4th down.
Stopping behind the line. Brings up 4th down and about a yard and a half.
And that might be the last play of the game there, Bob.
Yeah. Coach Jay Wall's not going to call any timeouts.
Well, the Raiders fall to 3-2 on this season. They'll be on the road next week at Pace. With the Santa Rosa County foes.
Yep.
Strong history between those two teams. And Mosley will be hosting Rickards next week in a district game. They moved to 7-0 on the season. And I'm very impressed with this Mosley team and Coach Tommy Joe Witt.
Yeah, very much so. Defensively, it was kind of the bend but not break. They did give up a touchdown on an 80-yard drive, and but after that, yeah, they really shut Navarre down. A little undisciplined for me, but you know, if you can back it up, I guess as long as it's not too bad.
If you were the girl that just asked me for a set of keys, come on up to the press box.
But very impressive, Tommy Joe Witten.
Most definitely. 30-7 is your final score. And I want to thank Robbie for checking in. He'll be on the mic with me next week up in Pace. And going to check with my my fill-in camera guy, Mike Householder, and see if he's going to be in town next week.
Yep,
If not, you may pull double duty. But we'll figure that out as it goes. Well, we got to have players of the game.
A young lady that's looking for a set of keys, come to the press box.
Even in a loss. Thanks, Robbie. Have a good weekend. Hope the Gators come back this week.
boy, if they don't, are they playing Wonderbilt?
Yeah.
So, man, got to be the that running back who they kept running out of the running back or the wide receiver they kept running out of the Wildcat. He was the backbreaker.
You know what? And they do it as a team, not just one player. I was very, very impressed that they spread the ball around. They run the Wildcat a lot. And once they get inside the 10, they're not afraid to run the Wildcat in there.
Yesterday at the prep rally.
My Ian Lockwood player of the game.
Tell me what it looks like.
He had 73 yards passing. Tough night.
If not, I got a Toyota.
I'm going to go our offensive player of the game, Kyle Chambers, but I'm going to give the Ian Lockwood player of the game to number 3 for Mosley, who returned an interception, pick 6, 82 yards. And one Isaac Paul, and then he had another nice return as well.
Yep.
So we'll go with Paul as our Ian Lockwood player of the game, Kyle Chambers as our offensive player of the game.
Defensive player of the game, I want to go outside the box and Nick Ducati.
2 sacks for Ducati. Let's go with Ducati as our defensive player of the game.
Numerous tackles.
And our special teams player of the game, I would have to go with Jonathan Harris, 4 for 4 on extra points on the night from Mosley.
Yep.
So there you got it. Isaac Paul, our Ian Lockwood player of the game. Kyle Chambers, our offensive player of the game from Navarre. Nick Ducati, our defensive player of the game with 2 sacks on the night. And our special teams player of the game is Jonathan Harris, 4 for 4 on extra points for the young man. And a tough loss for the Raiders, but not a district game. So it's time to work hard because you've got 2 district games coming up back-to-back on the road at Pace and Niceville the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, and we'll see how Niceville responds after an emotional win.
Actually, 3 in a row because you host Crestview the week after the Niceville game. So the next 3 weeks are 3 district games for the Raiders. They could turn things. They can just push this game behind them, saying we lost to a better team this night. A non-district game. Now it's time to get ready, guys, for the remainder of the season.
Right. Got to do that. Got a district win against Tate. But the real season is upcoming. I mean, we have 3 or 4 left, and big ones.
Most definitely.
Including the end of the season against Gulf Breeze.
As we've been talking here, a tough night for Jaden Moon playing with the news of what's going on with his mom and it's tough going out there and when your focus is on something else and you're trying to play a sport. So hats off to Jaden for coming out and doing his part this game for the Raiders.
Yep, absolutely. But as Scripture says, all things are possible through Christ.
That's right.
And I believe that. So, best to you.
And we all must experience pain and loss before we get better.
Yep.
So
we're
going to call this a quick night tonight, Bob.
I enjoyed it tonight.
I did too.
We go together like peas and carrots.
I love that movie. So many great one-liners in that one. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream, Lieutenant Dan.
Well, my folks will put you up in a better hotel. The Watergate.
Well, we're going to call it a night here on homecoming night where it was not the result that the Raiders were hoping for.
Not a happy homecoming, but
there's always tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Next week starts really the season, this second part
Navarre
of the season.
Navarre 1-0 in district.
Yep. Pace, Niceville, Crestview. And will the real Crestview team please stand up?
They were, last I heard, they were winning over Andalusia on the road 27-21.
Right.
But
they lost.
So we're gonna call it a night here on this October 8th night, 2021, where we saw the Raiders fall on homecoming 30-7. Great crowd on both sides. But until next Friday night from Pace, may the wind ever be at your back. This is Irish Bill signing off.
Good night, Navarre, and God bless.